Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. My name is DylanJayFox. I'm the man of the hour. However, my friend here, ATN.
Nice to meet you. Hello, everyone. How's it going, Dylan? Are you ready for that?
Yeah, so this is my fourth run of this game ever. I figured why not do the fourth at ESA, and for some reason they said yes. And now we're here to, if I were to say compete, I don't think that's accurate. I would say participate in the event. And we are going to participate with a childhood classic. If you guys have never seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, it is a phenomenal video game. By phenomenal, I mean the sound's really good, the mechanics are kind of fun, however the RNG is pretty brutal. So we'll be doing the 15 card mod, which is going to make that RNG a little bit easier on us, so I'm feeling a bit more confident than I would if I were to say we were doing vanilla. With all being said, I'm more or less good to go. However, Tech's messing around some stuff, so I'll talk to you guys a little bit about the incentives going on for the overall stream. So over on stream 1 at the moment, if you guys want to keep donating towards the Genghis Khan cause, we're really big Genghis Khan fans here, aren't we, boys? We like Genghis Khan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we like Genghis Khan. Don't let Glozor take over because he's going to switch his skin. I don't want Shem to do that. I'm actually going to make sure that doesn't happen at some point. Anyway, I'm all good to go. Are we all squared away? Sweet. Awesome. All right. So time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. So
good luck.
We're going to name ourselves ESA as it is the venue and the event that we are doing right now. Might as well, right? So this game, to put it simply, is RNG. There is not an aspect of this game that is skilled, I promise. No, it really actually does depend a lot on skill. Those skills, however, my commentator here will be helping me with quite a bit. He's going to be like, hey, you should A-Tech this duel or this duel or B-Tech this duel or BCD, POW.
Yeah, basically this game is mainly around RNG, but there is a lot of information you have to know to memorize, and also especially the system of how those the duel happens, because the rules of this Yu-Gi-Oh game is really different that you can probably know in, for example, if you play Master Link online on Steam. As we will see, first of all, we are
that's the wrong one.
Oh yeah, this is the temple. We can do some lore. Yeah, and there is some sage here. And
he just doesn't like us.
Yeah. You just have to go in the store,
that one,
the card shop. Yeah,
I thought it was just writing down. Apparently, inputs might be a little bit hard. Anyway, we're just going to return to title immediately. Some people would check their deck here. However, I'm not going to reset the run, so I'm just going to go into free duel and see what I got. The first duel that we have to do, as this category is all duelists, is going to be Duel Master K, or DMK for short. This guy has a mirror of your deck, if I'm correct. Feel free to correct me on that. And I'm not liking this starting deck that much.
That's not that. That's not that good of a deck. You still go for it?
Things. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. We gotta send it. It's a marathon, right? I'm hearing a lot of "let's goes" behind me, which is instilling a lot of confidence.
Yeah. So basically, how this game works is kind of simple. You draw 5 cards at the very beginning, and you can use all of them exactly like just Dylan just do. And the thing is, at the beginning of each turn, you draw cards until you have 5. So it's most of the times really worth to even waste or toast all of the entire card. We call that cycling the card to draw many cards and do some fusion like it did right now. The Mystical Sense is one of the best fusion you can get at the very beginning of the game by fusioning a female and a rock, and you get this beautiful lady. Yep,
women are types in this game, and listen, anyone out there, I could be your type. But no, seriously, the way that the game works is, depending on like these fusions, it's nothing like the actual TCG, if you've ever played that. It more resembles nonsense, really. It's like what you would say on like the schoolyard, like, oh, my Exodia does this, and it kills you immediately. And for some reason, your friend believes you sometimes, and that's pretty much what this game is, in essence. It's just, it's childhood memories. If you guys have, again, ever in your life played Yu-Gi-Oh! In any capacity, this game is filled with nostalgia, nostalgic, wonderful characters. And
music.
Yeah, I was going to say, one of the best soundtracks of gaming. It is just great. We can just play this in any position. We have enough of everything that I need here to get what we're looking for, which is a B
rank, but that will be not enough if I'm right. So you still need 2 fusions, but that will be an A rank here if I'm right.
You sure? Because I was on 24. I thought it was...
Yeah, but you didn't do enough fusions. Oh, that's fine. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. That was 24. Oh, I didn't count correctly. No, so no, that was an error. Yeah,
it was an error. I was gonna say, you were right.
I was right. Yeah. Yeah, because that was the duel master case. So mostly we would like to do another another result at the end of the duel. You can have different results. The S rank, the A rank, B and BCD rank. A and S power, when you see those notations, give you the most powerful monster that this duelist have to give you. But for the beginning of the run, that's not that bad, honestly, for an A rank.
That's actually really good.
That's dragons. We need dragons and thunder, basically. So yeah, there is free pool of cards that you can get on every duelist. A and S power, BCD power or tech. No matter the power of the tech.
That one doesn't work.
Yeah,
I guess that will me is bad.
Oh yeah. You can also remove some of the equip and. I think equip and wasteland can be. No, wasteland is kind of good actually. You can give that. Yeah. Yeah. And here, for example, for the Duel Master, we'd like to do a BCD rank. That's the case for all other trainer. Like for example, Simon Muran just here. We would like to do a BCD rank because with BCD, it can give you many different overcards, but with types that's way more useful in terms of fusion, because basically these games, as you already saw at the very beginning of this very first one, is about fusions. You have to learn every single fusion that's very useful to make really shitty cards way more powerful. Like for example this beautiful lady. For example, here we will see another. Oh no, you still have her again, so you can still.
I think if I do this into this into this into this into this,
yes,
make the mystical sand off 3 fusions.
That's correct.
So we're about 4 out of the 5 we want for that, right?
Yeah, and you already did one previously, so you're already good to go. One of the requirements to get the BCD rank is to do 5 fusions and having 27 cards left in your deck. You see the number of cards that left in your deck in a U, and the number across your life points is the number of cards remaining in your deck. So here you will draw, of course, 4 cards, and there it is. Oh yeah, fire plus a beast make the infamous Flame Cerberus, which is crazy useful, especially in the statement that you will see later, which is the World Tournaments. This is one of the most powerful monsters you can get in a World Tournament, especially because of the Guardian Star. You see every time Dylan put a monster on the field, there is the Guardian Star. This is a system that you can see in Forbidden Memories that's really unique. Every single monster can be have 2 Guardian Stars, and you can choose one against another. And it's basically rock, paper, scissors. With other Guardian Star, there is 2 big cycles with the planet of the solar system. So if we would like to say that's really quite simple, the moon beat Venus, Venus beat Mercury, Mercury beat the sun beat the moon. And for the other ones, that's Mars beat Jupiter, Jupiter beat Saturn, Saturn beat Uranus, Uranus beats Pluto, Pluto beats Neptune, and Neptune beats Mars.
I might need to repeat that a lot throughout the run. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like to think about them as Pokemon types, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where my brain goes with it a little bit. I see another Ancient Jar. We'll slap that in because I definitely have a lot of dead cards still. Cards aren't going to be doing too much for right now. Put that in and then Air Marma. Yeah, it's probably fine. I probably could put another plant there, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Like right now, like the early game of this is kind of I don't want to say like it's free, but like there's not a duel that I'm expecting to lose probably for like a little bit, which is very fortunate. I don't think either of any of the other things in my hand make anything, so I'm just going to. Oh, that
yeah, that will doesn't work because Nemurico is also a spellcaster, and there is some priorities with fusions, but that's totally fine because as you exactly say, yeah, you get the king of Ghost. Just here, which is great.
I think if I do it like that, I get 3 fusions out of it as well.
That will not work. That will make wood remates.
Oh, does that not? I thought that was gonna make Zombie Warrior.
Yeah, but the Zombie Warrior just happens earlier. But that's fine, honestly. That's not a problem.
Or not Zombie Warrior. What is it? The 1500-point one with 0 defense.
Oh yeah.
Armored Zombie.
Armored Zombie. I
need another warrior instead of a zombie there.
Yeah, exactly. because that's kind of weird. But zombie warrior is not a warrior. There is things like this, you know, in the game.
So here, I don't think this makes anything, but
that doesn't make any things. Yeah, you can keep
I'll keep the woman.
Yeah, the women's, because this one is honestly enough to beat to beat this guy. So there was no problem. More than that, once again, so we need a BCD rank, so that's fine even if you don't finish the duel too fast. Because if you finish the duel as a crazy fast speed, in less than, for example, 3 turns, you mostly come out with an A and S power. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's not that. You have the ghost magicians, but there is a better card with the 1400 one just here. Yeah, perfect. Basically, we didn't explain the category of the game. This is all duelists. Basically, this is not the shortest way to beat the game. You have to beat all of the 39 duelists in the game in this category, which means we have to do all of this part in the early Egypt, which have a really good music that we didn't hear when we do the 80%, basically. And the Almighty Flame Cerberus to finish him off.
Yes.
This is
very easy.
Yeah, this is the type of the buff that we get if we have the here Marth, as we said, be Jupiter, and it was a Jupiter once because he is the plant, so fire bit plants because Mars is fire.
It makes it especially relevant later on in the game.
Oh, there's still an A because of the fusions.
Yeah, I felt like I couldn't find anything to fuse.
Yeah, because don't enough fusions, but that's fine.
It's all good. We keep moving. Honestly, like. With 15 cards, there's a lot of forgiveness in this category comparatively to vanilla.
Oh, yeah.
Like, obviously, you want to still prioritize the ranks that, ideally get you the best cards. But in this case, I mean, I still actually kind of made out like a band. I got 3 Miles Radiance there, so that's going to help a lot with making Flame Serbs.
Yeah, especially because water are not that really good if you don't have already Thunder or Dragon, because that don't fuse with lots of things.
Anything else I should drop here? Probably not right now, right? I don't see anything. Oh, apparently I only have 39 cards. Apparently I'm cheating. It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, you have to go exactly with 40 cards.
Yep.
That's no more, no less. So this is Villager 1, not a really dangerous guy. So everything will be fine there. Unfortunately, yeah, this is the equip card that we just see here. Normally, in a normal run, in a PB attempt, you reset your deck until you have an equip that can work, and one of the most important fusions you have to know to run this game, which is the Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. So what we call that the THTD for reference. Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Murtag donated $25. Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories at ESA. Let's freaking go. Blessing this run with the Black Meteor Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
So. That would be awesome.
This is the Black Meteor Dragon, for reference, is the absolutely best monster you can get in this game. But for the moment, it's not possible to drop it. So we just have to do with our classical deck.
Now, in your expert opinion, like I said, this is my 4th run of the game, which it sounds like a joke. I'm pretty sure a lot of people in here can tell. This is definitely a beginner here. Am I not tossing enough, would you say?
Yeah, you should have tossed a lot when you see you don't have enough fusions to keep many of the types that works especially with every single type of card you have in your deck, especially females, for example. And here, for example, you have the female with the... Yeah, exactly. So, like this. Perfect. Yep. Basically, you have to toss as much as you can, because drawing lots of cards make you possible to see the fusions faster, and also making your notations go down way faster when you want to do a BCD rank, which is the case for Villager 1. You also have a really good dragon in AS, if I'm right, but I'm not sure, because honestly there is many duelists that you can see on only one times. This is an A rank, but also getting an A on S rank is also kind of positive at some points, because you get stars at the end of each duel, and stars can be used to craft cards or build cards at the main menu, which is kind of useful. Yeah, you got some...
It's like another one card. That's something to put in. Take the the dancing elf. I actually will also throw that in. Take out one of these waters for right now. Toss in the mystic lamp. That can make another very powerful card. I don't think there's anything else to add there, though.
Yeah, basically, for the moment, the things that we would like to appear is Thunder. We need a BCD rank to see a Thunder. For this guy, it's really important to have a really good rank, and you have that's a really good start. Because you get 2 fusions and the mystical sense. The worst card possible of Village 2 is, if I'm right, Jiraigumo. If I'm right, it's Jiraigumo, yeah. Because there is an even better runner than us in the crowd right now. Taiga, who's just behind, will be our coach. But you're already at 3 fusions there, and thanks to the cycling that you did, we'll be at 27 card. So which means we need only 2 fusions on the next turn, and you will be able to finish him off with a BCD rank, which is crazy important on Villager 2 because this guy drop a lot of Thunder, and we definitely need Thunder to make the almighty twin-headed Thunder dragons later in the run.
This only gets me to 3 fusions. I'm really hoping I can top deck into some... Oh, no, it doesn't. I'm sorry. I forgot that. I always forget that Nemoriko is technically a woman card. I just forgot that completely.
Yeah, but that's fine. That was the right play, honestly. That was a really right... that was the good play.
Yeah, I just didn't know it was going to make that. Like I said, I didn't know it was going to make the Neko Gal beforehand.
Yeah. You're already at more than that because you did a equip. That's making your notation down to be... for sure right now, and you already did more than 5 fusions, so everything is alright now. You are already at the BCD rank.
Cool. Alright, so you just don't even need to play any of this.
Yeah, you just need to play anything and face down. So. Learning, honestly, it's really satisfying to learning all of the fusions, learning the game. You're really getting addicted really fast in this type of games, and it's really chill to doing this with speaking with some friends on Discord or stuff.
It's one of the easiest games just to sit and talk to friends with,
exactly.
Like,
there's not a lot of execution, but this is really satisfying to perfectly know how to play and how to do stuffs correctly in this game. So many Thunders, that's crazy.
Thunders, that's really good.
3
actually.
Thunders, really good. You can drop. You can begin to drop some of the cards that's not really useful. For example, exactly. Also, the Yoshi cans is not really that good as a card in my opinion. Yoshi.
Oh yeah, no, you're 100% right. I just didn't see him. I'll swap him out for the Wood Remains for right now. I don't think I have anything else, right? I have Morphine Jar as well. Actually, I'll put that in too. Anything else I can cut?
Probably the water in my opinion because you cannot use anything with that.
Not yet, at least.
The Silver
Rock actually is
because
really good. I'm gonna cut another water for that. Where is Morphine Jar? There it is.
Perfect. Some cards are really good, very good, especially for fusion, especially this Silver Rock. No matter, it's not only a rock, it's also a fire, and fire with beast make the Flame Cerberus, which is crazy good.
Right, so I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, I'll just do it for now.
So Aphemia plus a plant make the queen. The Queen of Autumn Leaves. Basically, the girls in this game are an awesome types. Honestly, they are crazy powerful. Girls are the absolute beast in the early games.
Hey, you said it, not me. No, in general, like a lot of the early games, I forgot that was going to do that. It still works.
That works. This is a beast. This is a Thunder Beast. You keep the two types. This one.
I was thinking Neko Gal, but that works anyway. You know, it's still plenty enough for this portion of the game. But no, in general, like a lot of the cards, kind of like what I find to be hard about learning this game. Right, there's a reason why I've only done this is my 4th run again. I like to keep renotating that because this is pretty obviously a beginner's viewpoint, I would say. In general. A lot of what makes that's going to make Stone Ghost and that shouldn't make.
This is stone. This is stone, but not a zombie.
Yes.
Stone Ghost is not a zombie. That's weird.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure it was making the mystical sand there. A lot of the combinations that you learn throughout it, there's just so much. There's so much depth to this game that really gets I would say underplayed by like even people like myself saying like it's a majority RNG. which, to be fair, to a good player, it is just RNG at a point. However, for myself, as a not very good player, do I play THTD? Did I get the first one out?
Yeah, you can go for one. So
I think I play it, just for the sake.
This is basically the fusion that we are looking for. The twin-headed Thunder Dragon, also known as you said, the THTD, is basically the best fusion you can get in this game. Not the best, because there is other fusion that's really powerful, like for example the one that makes the Meteor Black Dragon. But this one can be done with any dragon and any tenders, and we will try to build a deck around this guy because he will be able to handle many different equipments and 2 different also magic field, the Yumi and also the Mountain, which means we can buff him to beat the strongest people, the strongest guy at the end of this game, because this game is probably one of the hardest of the entire PlayStation 1 in terms of a boss fight at the end. Honestly, this is crazy difficult.
Yes, so much so that I definitely didn't prep a save with all of the things that exist in this game that are very good, just to have at my disposal in case things go sideways. And tech wants to leave and sleep and enjoy their lives, and I would otherwise inhibit that. Also, talk about the story here. Like usual, Joey from Brooklyn, if you didn't know, he is in fact just getting his. He's just getting rolled by Kai, but to be honest, it's tough. It's a tough scene for the guy. He can't catch a win even in ancient Egypt. However, we are going to choose to duel Seto. He is going to postpone the duel. And in the meantime, we are going to head back after these bits of dialogue to duel Jono.
Exactly. So Jono can drop a really interesting card, honestly. So I will try, to be sure, I will just check a little bit, because Jono 1 that we have here can drop many dragon if we do this time an SA rank. So you have to deal with him as fast as we can, without doing the less fusion possible. Also,
I didn't mean to do that. That's the wrong one.
You have a lot of rocks.
A lot of rocks. I feel like cutting a couple of the zombies probably is right here. Putting a couple more beasts, you think, or?
I would like to drop all of the water, basically, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, the water is probably you can drop it, those 2 waters, and basically put the mystical ship in the fires.
Yeah.
Dragon Pelipper, it's really good.
I also have Fire Reaper.
And the Fire Reaper especially, because this is also a zombie. Yeah. That's probably fine like this. You have so many rocks that and the pots also that's adding some dark spellcaster. Dark spellcaster should be great to do specific fusions. This is really good actually for Jono.
Yeah. So here I do that into that into that, and that should make a Flower Wolf, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that will not, because that's make wood remains. You add the overfusion.
I thought wood remains into.
That's fine. Yeah. Basically, the wood remains happens if you have fusions that do not involve a monster with at least 1,000 attack.
Gotcha. Okay, so here I think what I can do is I can go this into this into this into this to pitch most my hand, but I also get 1,200 point beater here, which will let me at least get over the mystical elf, Magician of Faith. I always forget the name of the cards. That was Dark Magician.
the tiny Dark Magician.
Yeah. In the actual TCG, she's really good. You flip her over and she gives you a spell.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We didn't speak about that, but not a single monster have effect in this game. So that's kind of. Just fuse the. In my opinion, just fuse the 1001 with the plant. That should be better to get the.
True. No, you're right. I forget how math works with this.
Yeah.
So if your attack points are over the attack of a monster would fuse into typically, it'll always fuse into the higher tier of it, and there are kind of tiers to that, which I very commonly, as pointed out very well by my commentator here, do forget, and that is
that happens to absolutely everyone. Yeah. Even sometimes we don't really think about. It's like playing with Puyo Puyo or something. You can, for example, here go for the magical ghost. Yeah. Also this one also works because we don't have to hold the thunder for the twin-headed thunder dragon, so that's perfectly fine. That remains, if I'm right, 1 fusions to get the BCD rank on the On Jono. No, it's Jono 1. We would like to do an A rank, so yeah, you should stop Fuse, in my opinion. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just don't put it face down, yeah, because also, oh yeah, we didn't speak about that. Putting a card face down have major implications about the notations, but also how the AI works. You will never see Dylan put a card turn 1 face down because that make the AI going crazy and do some fusions. The reason why the AI never fuse this own deck since the beginning, this is really good to get the A rank here. The reason why the AI don't do that is it's because the AI works in a really scripted way. You can manipulate the AI in many different ways in these games by doing things like we call, for example, the Magilock, or just lock her to play one card after another if their field is empty and you already have a monster on the field. This is a really good drop, by the way. Another tender. That makes us really happy. So I think now...
cut a couple of these.
Yeah, it's probably now time to cut some rocks. So, or perhaps the fire, in my opinion, because you will... yeah, you will definitely need the lion. Oh, you have the Fire Reaper also, which is
yeah,
really
we'll swap that in for... do you have anything?
I think the spellcaster.
Regular zombie,
yeah.
I think?
Yeah, there is a red zombie. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. A regular zombie, yeah.
I think it just gives me like a little bit more options. That's kind of what we're looking for, is just as much synergy as you can get into a deck. Think about any card game ever. I'm a big Magic player personally. Big fan of that game. Well, I was a big fan of that game, and then it started doing 95 crossovers a year. But forgot that I was going to do that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyways. Just have to go for defense and hope we draw dragons and everything should be alright. The best card of Seto 1, because this is Seto 1, is Gaia the First Knight, but the First Knight, but this is really easy there. So
very important note there is Seto 1, right? So with all duelists specifically, it implies dueling every duelist. However, it's not just dueling Seto 1, it's not just dueling Seto or Jono 1, you're also dueling obviously through Seto 2, Seto 3, and every permutation of the characters in this game. There is going to be a duel coming up here really soon where there's a very good chance we might take an L, in which case I will have to go back and do them later. During the free duel portion of the game, because once you've dueled somebody, it unlocks it for free duel, and we can do things like farming and stuff like that, which we'll get into here in a little bit probably. Yeah,
that's perfect.
Away.
So next turn you will have 28 cards. So yeah, after that we need some more features. Oh, perfect! We have a magic, so you can just put it face down, and you will be ready to a B, C, D rank after that. Because that's fine. That doesn't work. Yeah, that doesn't change anything.
Doesn't like auto, if you activate it, auto like works towards it, or no?
You can activate it at the very last turn. I mean, to don't change, you know, the shape of the ground. To don't make the opponent card stronger sometimes. But you have a ground one that's make the stunt faster. That was a good move. That was the perfect move. So now, because Dylan play a magic card, he's already used some magics and play a face card. He do some technical things, and because of that, lower the ranks and do not make us A or S power rank and give us the B rank or the C rank, which allow us to drop for Seto 1 some perhaps magic card and perhaps an equip. And equip cards are really powerful in these games, and especially Seto 1 have Beast Fangs. And Beast Fangs is crazy good for the Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. And also, for example, the School Knight later, which is also a really good card. So,
it's weird how the drops work in this game, because you can get stuff that's so good later on, and like obviously good in the beginning still, but like it feels like you're spending a lot of the early game kind of like building a foundation that you rapidly tear down as you get more Thunders and Dragons and other cards. But the equips are like the one constant that you always want. Of course, again, Beast Fangs being an equip card. A very good one, like you said. It's very versatile, and again, synergy is key in this game. Just making sure your cards work together at all times. If you can't do that, then you are up the creek, so they speak. So here, Haishin, the main villain of the game, has stormed the castle with his goons, and he has absolutely ruined the palace, as you can see. It's very sad. It was a nice place. It was very quaint. I remember walking the halls as a kid. You know,
When I was a kid, I was thinking, you know, the face of this guy is probably a bad guy, you know?
I don't know.
The shape of
He
him.
seems kind of nice.
Oh, really?
He seems, I mean, outside like the world, like I mean, he's just kind of there for the vibe. I get it. Like he's living, laughing, loving. I get it. Anyways, Goons and Seto, they're here. They've now kidnapped. I think that's my mom. I'm not really good with faces, so I might have forgotten. Anyway, we're just gonna go ahead and talk through the dialogue, skip all of it because none of this matters really. He's pretty much like Simon's like, oh, here's the puzzle, take the puzzle. Oh my god, and he's like really hurt for some reason. I don't know. Like, get a job. Don't get hurt. I don't know. Weird guy. I don't get it. Yeah, he's an old man. It's weird. Why is he blue? Can you tell me why he's blue?
I don't know, man.
Okay.
I don't have the answer of that.
Man.
I think no one has the answer.
Yeah. So anyway, this guy's like, hey, you want to play a game? And I'm like, dude, sure, I love games. And then I play him in a game. And then real quick, I'll check my deck. Oh, we got the beast fang. That's really
Let's
good.
go.
That's really good, actually. And a Kami. All right, this is a very good. That's actually a very good setup drop.
Yeah.
That's really good.
So you can remove the black pendants and the black pendants, the equip that you. Oh,
Yeah, get rid of that. And then for now, probably like one of the bad. Yeah, we'll just get rid of one of these guys. And then go to put Beast Fangs and Kaminizaru. Wait, hold on. Can you pronounce that?
I don't know.
I put you on the spot, sorry. Anyways.
I said it, a thunder.
We've explained a lot of technical stuff, and now I get to goof off a little bit. We're still going to get great interjections here from ATN.
You know that there is some Yu-Gi-Oh card right now that the name is so long that you have to. It's really hard to to have the name. Some really really long card.
So here I'm gonna go for something that probably I'm stupid. It's fine. It does actually that literally doesn't matter. I'm just gonna keep this in attack. So what I'm doing here is I saw I had a thunder in my opener. I had two thunders. I'm going to see if I can get Beast Fangs, and then if this is like Cosmo Queen, no, I can't beat Cosmo Queen. Never mind.
Yeah, because you're on yeah. This is really rare, but this is basically a scripted fight that you have to lose on the early game of the run. But because we are in the old Duelist category, we will have to beat this guy one time and another during this run, and we can beat him in free draw. That's allowed in the rules of the game, because even if you beat this guy, he say hop. That doesn't count. Let's do it again. And until you lose, you are thrown in a loop against Aishin.
It's kind of messed up. Like, in modern games, they're like, hey, here's the secret ending if you manage to do this crazy thing. And this one, they're like, no, sorry, you just have to lose, bro. It's tough. Times are tough out here.
And the reason why Dylan...
The old man's back.
I'm sorry?
The old man's back.
Oh, yeah, he's back. He changed their clothes. You see that? The clothes is not messing up again. So. And we broke the puzzle because you don't want the puzzle to be solved by Aishin.
Yeah.
And we get locked into the puzzle dimension, basically. So yeah, the things you try to do is to beat Aishin in campaign. That's also kinda is really good in old release because you validate this duel right now, and it can also drop the almighty MBD if you do it in a good edition. But this is really rare and really difficult to do, especially in campaign at this moment. But anyway, that's fine. That's the absolute normal way to continue these games. And now we are in modern times.
Yes. We're going to notice a lot of modern updated characters. So this game more or less picks up in an alternate timeline to how the anime does, if you've ever seen the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. So Yugi, of course, like always, solves the millennium puzzle, and then the Vessel of the Pharaoh will duel for him, which is why we duel in every duel in this game. And Yugi, like usual, is just useless, really. He's just there. Why is he there?
Basically because, I don't know, because he just solved a puzzle that his grandfather gave to him.
It's pretty cool. How come we never see Grandpa?
Yeah,
Grandpa's kind of the goat.
I think the grandpa is the
Simon Moran.
Simon Moran.
I think the grandpa's name is like Solomon Moto in the anime, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there is also Tina and Tinea in the old Egypt, in the early Egypt. So
yeah. Tina, and then also Jonah, of course.
Arlenway is really good. It's also a female.
Where? Arlene, yeah. Definitely. So like, as mentioned, as we keep talking about, optimization for like synergy is like such a key point of this game. One of which I often will overlook. because I was just going to look there and just press start until you said it. But hey, we'll take it.
This is kind of bizarre because when you are in Duel, you only have the picture of the card. But when you are in deck building, you only have the name of the card. So you have to make the connection in your brain between the name of the picture.
All right, so here, I'm just going to make a wood remains because I don't really have... Never mind, I'm not going to make wood remains.
No, that's perfect. That will be the...
I'm going to make a pumpkin, apparently.
Yeah, that's very good.
Dude, that was intentional.
Don't say that. Don't say it.
I'm trying to make them guess a little bit. I'm trying to make them guess if this is actually the fourth runner.
That's good. That's really good.
It's a long con. So here we're going to go ahead and just fuse up a bunch because...
no, you have the sand, magic sand. Look at that. Yeah, just do with the beast and with the rock. The key mass with the beast and with the rock.
Keymace, beast. Oh yeah, no, you're right. I can. Yeah. You're smarter than me. God,
no, it's not about smart. It's just about habits. You know, it's basically habits. This is what I said. But it's so satisfying to just play the game and learning the fusion again and again. You basically this type of speedrun. You just learn it by playing it. What is better? You don't have to train. You just have to play and you learn it. So that's perfect. That's definitely a perfect speedrun for just chilling. You know.
Yeah, and also like honestly, even if you don't want to speedrun this game, just playing it casually is genuinely a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Like I played through this like vanilla casually like 3 years ago before I like did my first run of this game. Of course, now the fourth. I've been trying to do one a year since. No, I'm joking. And yeah, no, just in general, it's just a ton of fun just to play through and mess around with. It's a very easy game just to pick up and play. Yeah, just generally speaking. I also should have attacked with Pumpkin on the guy. I'm actually going to be wasting an attack animation here because I may or may not have... Wait.
That works on Pumpkin, yeah.
Does it go on Pumpkin? Hell
yeah, exactly.
This is so it was planned. It was planned.
So powerful.
It was planned. I knew that was coming off the top. It was Heart of the Cards. Is that what they say in the anime?
I don't think so. I don't think so, yeah.
If anyone could donate and let us know. Speaking of which, if we ever get any donations or you guys want to talk at all about the awesome cause we have, if you guys don't know, we are raising money for Alzheimer's Fonden, which is a awesome charity looking to cure the disease known as Alzheimer's, which of course is a horrible, horrible plague on this world. I personally have lost my grandmother to the disease. It is brutal. It is sad. It is one of those things where you watch somebody that you love forget who you are, and let's just be honest here, fellas, that's not really that awesome. So, if you guys do have the money, if you guys have the ability to, it would be awesome if you would consider donating towards this awesome, awesome cause. I have another Flame Ghost here. Wonder if I should... Do I have any of those still? I cut these for now, right?
Yeah, you can cut the spellcaster. The thing is that I was contained myself to when I saw that, but you drop 2 dragon zombie, which is a crazy great card for the late game. A really big dragon when 1600 power. So this is a really great hand. So now we just try to do a okay, so that's also a possibility.
So I'm gonna do this just
because we want an AS, so this is why we don't want to fuse here. So that's fine. That's definitely fine. Because
is this Weevil? I'm on.
Yeah, this is Weevil. So going for Cerberus here is really good because he is fire. But now, no, that's fine. You will have yeah, go for it. That's perfect. Because the problem is we need an A and S power in Weevil. Especially because it don't drop any sort of interesting things in BCD, so that's definitely fine. I mean, that's not an important drop. Important ones happens at the end of the World Tournaments. This is where we need the RNG to drop us really powerful card.
Gotcha. So here, I think I did single play.
Yeah, that's supposed to... How many fuse? Yeah, you did 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, you will get an AS power if you still playing one after another. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Swing with the 700. Try to secure the ARS here. Hopefully I didn't beef it. If I did, it is what it is. Like I said, fourth run.
No, that's perfect because you lose point there. You will do an effective attack and you will place a card face down. So everything is fine. You have.
Let me face up, right?
Face down.
Why face down?
Because that's lower your rank. Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Is it the opposite? No, you're good.
Man, sometimes you know you're missing you're missing your brain with these things. Yeah.
No, you're good. Listen, it's all like cross information for me because listen, I thought there were like 5 effective attacks for the A-Tech on Pegasus. It's all confusing.
Perfect.
So we got an S. We're rolling in it now. Hopefully, we end up getting some solid drops here. Continue to build out the deck, fill it out. Which right now, honestly, I'm feeling pretty good about it. We have a nice number of dragons so far. I just saved twice for good luck. I thought it was really important to save the second time because I wasn't sure if it went the first time.
It doesn't take a lot of much time, you know, to save, and it's always safer because sometimes the games will give you a really bad drops, like this, for example. This is really bad. Yeah.
Rogue Doll's pretty good.
There was no Jiraiya. You have a chance to give you Jiraiya. Yeah, but
it's all a 2,200 point beater. Just play a card, win with it, more or less. That's not great.
No, that's not.
I'm going to go ahead and pitch everything. Actually, I'll even throw the Thunder, honestly. I'll just throw everything and just hope that something better comes up.
There we go.
Unfortunate draw there, but that's why we save.
Yeah, this is basically the strategy behind this the speedrun of this game. You're just cycling your deck to shows up the best card possible. Like this one. Yeah, perfect. That will be 2,600. 2,300.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That will be more than enough to deal with my Valentine.
Yep. And now, more or less, we just want to get some fusions, make sure we get to BCD. Yeah, which I should be able to do here, hopefully.
It's also really good to get the A rank on the. It's also really good to get the NS rank on my Valentine, especially to get Thunders. She has a lot of she has many Thunders. But in BCD, she also has Invisible Warrior, which is a trap and which is really useful for one specific card technique that we see later on Maximilian Pegasus.
Yes, and that was kind of what I was like mentally focusing on like a little bit there, because right now we don't have a trap. We need one of those. And if we do not get one of those, it's going to be sad days when we get to that. So yeah, that'll...
You can fuse the 2 Numerico with the elf, for example.
With the what?
Yeah, with the elf, yeah. With one of the 2 elf.
Oh, so you can do that into...
Yeah,
does that make Dark Elf?
Dark Witch.
Dark Witch?
Dark Witch.
Dude. That's pretty good.
Oh, in Dark Elf.
Dark Elf?
Yeah.
Even better, actually.
Yeah. Dark Witch with I forgot. The reason why it's Dark Elf, it's because this is the dancing elf. But with another elf, that will be Dark Witch.
Yep.
Yep.
So it seems like we have a couple donations. Feel absolutely free to just go and let them rip.
Geriatric donated $5.55. Alzheimer's is making me forget first generation Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Please cure it.
I totally understand
Kitsune
that.
donated $1. Big up to my use, Dylan. So stoked to see an amazing speedrunner play a game near and dear to my heart. Much love as always, and race me when you're back, maybe? Less than 3.
Listen, I wouldn't call myself a speedrunner in this game. I would call myself very much so a casual player with a timer. However, if you'd like to race, I'm probably down when I'm back from Sweden. Which, by the way, ESA, lovely venue. You guys should come here sometime if you haven't been already. It has been an awesome trip so far, aside from the travel, which was awful. But that's not ESA's fault. That is TSA. Anyway.
So let's see. Oh, dragon.
Dark Fire Dragon. I went too far, but... Yep, one dragon, that's plenty.
The Mountain!
Yeah,
really good. Yeah, that's really good. Mountain is one of the field that works on Twin Thunder Dragon, which is great.
Guess I'll drop that, and I guess for the mountain, I might as well cut the wasteland, right? So we're going to do that. Where's mountain? There it is.
There it is.
Everything else was pretty not awesome from what I saw, which there's a good chance I glossed over something. If anyone in the chat sees me glossing over everything, be sure to just type it in the chat. I definitely am reading it, I promise. So we're on Bandit Keith. The best card he can have is a card called Zoa. It has 2,600 points, and if I'm right, if I play this in...
he will be Mercury, so that doesn't change anything for Zoa itself.
Okay. but
basically, Pluto is better because you have some powerful water types in defense mode. And this is Zoa. And unfortunately, you dropped the dark hold.
Yes, but it's okay because
there we go.
It was always going to happen.
Who cares?
Exactly. So 2,800 is higher than 2,600. If you didn't know, numbers. Feel free to donate the number of attack points of Twin Head Thunder Dragon to the donation cause if you have an exorbitant amount of money.
We are more close. We have another one. So you can just do another Thunder Dragons and do what you want.
Actually, let me go ahead and do this way. That way I get 3 fusions out of this.
Yeah, you want the BCD rank, you want to get for the Invisible Warrior? That's good strategy.
I think it's just a little bit better here just because so far I don't have one and I'm not super confident. I don't know off the top of my head Shotty's drops. So my thought is do this now, try to secure as best I can Inviswire, and then, work that towards Pegasus because everything in his deck goes under that except for 1 card. So if we can skate over the wire in some aspect or another. I think I have 1 more fusion to go beyond that. I could be wrong there, but I'll fuse 1 extra just to be safe. Because I don't count.
That's fine also to don't count too much to the fusion that you want. Basically, most of the times what we do is just looking at mostly the number of cards remain on your deck and do as much fusion as possible for having 27 cards and finish the duel at this moment. For easy opponent, of course. Yep. For later opponents, the only things that we think about is win and don't die.
Yeah. Just a really quick touch on our last opponent, Bandit Keith. He's a American, much like myself.
Yeah.
Big fan. Big fan. That's it. Only note.
He's really the casual bully bad guy in the anime, and
they made him they made America. Do you know about the anime? He pulls out a gun on Pegasus in the Japanese.
And they replace all of the gun by fingers that point at you. That's
they did that the 4Kids dub.
Yeah. What 4Kids dub was crazy funny. Yeah. Also, you don't add that, but there is some voice acting. The French voice acting on Yu-Gi-Oh anime is crazy awesome in terms of they do everything over the top, especially Kaiba is so over the top. Is literally a memes in the entire Yu-Gi-Oh communities in France. So
that's pretty awesome. I might have to watch a little bit of the French dub if there's a YouTube video of a mega comp of it. That sounds really funny. Anyway, we're talking to Atem or the Pharaoh, and he's like, here's these cards, you gotta do something for me. And TLDR, we are going to be collecting the Millennium items, which if you've watched the anime, once again, they are very key items to it. However, they do in this game feature some redesigns, which are a little bit more akin to their manga counterparts. If you've ever read the original manga, which maybe you did, I never have.
The manga itself, I never read it. I mainly see the anime of Yu-Gi-Oh. Many of the seasons, many of the filler seasons also.
I'm a big fan of GX. GX was fire. If there was a single Yu-Gi-Oh series I loved, it was GX. I love Jade so much.
Oh.
Yeah, you think it's mid? Really? I mean, I get it. There's low points for it for sure. I went too far too.
You get to Dragon Zombie basically, which is the very last Dragon Zombie. That's crazy, great.
Am I blind? Where's? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
God, Dragon Zombie, really? That's awesome.
You can remove the last fire if I'm right, because now you don't need any rock or You can,
so I should probably start cutting the beast and then put in At this point, I should cut the beast and then put in.
Except the beast can give you easy wins against Isis because Flame Cerberus is Pluto.
That's fair.
But that's also, you can also put some water. That's fine also.
Let me see, because I was thinking instead opt for this, because then I can just basically 4-card twin-headed, which is a little bit you need to kind of know the cards combinations, which I kind of do. I think sometimes.
Yeah. This is basically a strategy if you don't have a lot of thunder, but that's not too much of a case here. Basically, we are against Shady. Shady is a really easy opponent, and we really need to do a BCD rank there because Shady have so many awesome magic cards. He have Humi, the best field card of that we hoping for. He also have Beast Fangs, which is crazy good. And if I'm right, he have some traps. I mainly aim for Beast Fangs and Yumi when I'm facing Shady. Funny things, if you do the last drop that we didn't speak about, the SA Tech things, that's really hard to pull that off. Shady can also give you one of the best magic cards of the game, which is a Raigeki. That's gonna be Curse of Dragon.
Yep. One of the OG GOATs. I believe we had a donation just moments ago talking about some of the OG Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Curse of Dragon's one of those cards that I don't follow Yu-Gi-Oh like as far as the actual card game goes anymore. I used to for a while, probably up until they printed like a little bit after Judgment Dragon and stuff. But it's recently apparently received just a ton of support. So that makes it actually relevant to the TCG again, which I think is kind of cool. I like when they bring stuff back for like older cards, for like these types of games. I'm gonna play the Mountain here because Shadi is just never going to beat me doing literally anything. I don't even know what his best card is. It's that irrelevant. I'm just going to swing in with the Curse of Dragon, pass the turn, and we should be getting a BCD here off of the Magic. Yeah,
you just have to wait one turn because you still need to use one card. So you will have.
You are right.
You will have to wait the next turn.
Yes, I will go ahead and get him to one shot. This just doesn't matter.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Even putting a card face down should be fine. Should be fine there. You just have to wait a turn, basically.
Just playing a couple extras for the fans.
Yeah.
People love cards, right? You guys like cards, right?
Yeah. Basically, there is an
cool.
there is an entire thing that we don't see right now is by pressing X instead of triangle instead of square, you can launch an entire 3D animation. They made all of the different monsters 3D in this game, which is crazy also, and with an awesome music. But that's just waste time, so we don't see that. So.
We'll see it at the end of the game when I beat what's his name?
Nightmare?
I was gonna say Heishin. I'm like, that's not his name.
Spoilers.
Oh no, you don't know it. Anyway, so we win. And oh, that's awesome. That's a great drop.
That's crazy great drop. Normally in this game, as you said at the beginning of the run, you only drop one card, and this is the card that we saw on the bottom. So that we call that a vanilla drop. So you vanilla drop a Thunder, which is great.
So there we got the Millennium Scale and the Millennium Key. That's the one that Shadi actually has in the anime. He doesn't have the scale. The scale actually belongs to nobody, and I think Merrick just steals it. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, we're on to what is actually the endgame boss, kind of the original anime, and Yami Bakura. In this game, his most threatening thing that he can play. Oh, we got another Dragon's Up.
Yeah.
Can't use that.
Unfortunately, you cannot have more than 3 copies of a card.
Oh, 2 Kami, right? That's 2.
Yeah. You only have you already have one, but you have a third one.
I forget which number is which on that.
So now you can basically remove all of the females and the dancing elf. But anyways, that's fine.
Yeah.
The most important. Remember that the most important one that we never would like to remove is thunder, dragons, and perhaps zombie and plants now because we want as much fusion as possible.
Yes. So here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go you into you into you. This should make an Immortal Thunder into a Twin Thunder Dragon.
Which is great too. Don't forget to put in Moon.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I kept the Mountain strategically because here he can play Labyrinth Wall, which has 3k defense. If he does go ahead and play that's not it, right? I forget what the star sign. I'm gonna play this.
That's Mercury. That's not it.
Okay, I was gonna say I forget what the star sign is.
This is basic. I think it's elf. The elf.
Yep. Yeah. Either way, I'm gonna play that just in case he plays it later. I'd rather just get out of the way. Also secure the BCD here, which is the rank that we want for this duel.
Oh yeah, because this guy also have Invisible Warrior, one of the traps that can be used to do a S attack later in the run, especially against Maximilian Pegasus.
So here I'm gonna go ahead and that into that, into that, into that, not that, into that, and this should make I believe. Will that make Ushioni?
Yeah, Ushioni. Oh no, because you have this fusion at the end. Anyways,
I didn't know that I was going to do that.
I also forgot. I said that you was aiming for Ishioni, but the very last fuse goes for Mystical Sense. But that's fine.
Nemoriko into Patrick.
Yeah, that's what Ishioni. Yeah.
Good to know. Or not Nemoriko. I don't know what that card's called.
Nemoriko. Yeah, it was Nemoriko. Nemoriko is what we call a dark spellcaster. This is Ishioni, for example. Here, you can show it.
Listen to this.
Yeah.
Right, I'm not gonna do that. I do appreciate the insight though, because I'm gonna make the twin-headed here. Just make sure we're getting as much damage as possible, especially because of my fumbles. I'm already losing a little bit here. Not like it's not. Listen, we're gonna be here all night. I'm gonna be honest.
Me too.
Unfortunately, ATN here signed up for what is going to be potentially his. I don't want to say like the worst run you've ever commentated. But it's gonna be close.
That's not even close. You know, it's already a great run to see. Most of the times, you know, when we see runs that's been especially at a very high level, you see top runners playing it so fast that sometimes to learn the games, you have to slow it down to analyze the hands and which play is the best hand by hand, especially for the very final boss in these games. But as we said earlier, playing it in a really chill way, in a casual speedrunning, is also a really good experience, especially for these games who don't need executions, basically.
Yep.
And that's it for Yami Bakura.
So you're saying I'm a top runner?
You will be one day if you keep playing. But honestly, to be fair, the top runner of these games, I speaking about probably Exarion, probably Arius, and many of them spend years. When I say years, more than 9 years sometimes by specifically speedrunning this game, and by analyzing probabilities and way to do the things as fast as possible in terms, especially in deck building. So yeah, there is some skills, you know, but most of the skills is built by experience, by playing a hell lot on this type of games. This is why, you know, for example, in poker, you can beat a top poker player in one game. That's fine with the RNG. For a very long run, for a very long tournament, this is consistency that will difference top runners to normal runners, for example, like us. Yeah, it's just play the games as casual sometimes, but just to make just having a good times. Because sometimes these games will give you a really bad time.
I will say the overall experience with running FM also. Just to shout out the community a little bit, I'm not like an active member in it whatsoever, but if you sign up for like any of the roles, like as in like the race roles of like 15 card or anything, they're always doing stuff, and it's genuinely so sick how active the racing community specifically is. Because in Spyro, for example, like I'm a Spyro speedrunner, it's very rare, I would say, like if you don't come to somebody like, hey, you want to do a race, that you race like a big category or race a category that you love necessarily. So like it's awesome how often it feels like people in this community are just like, yeah, we're gonna race, and just you know, put down like an anyone can join. It's very inviting. It's very fun. I personally never will join a vanilla race in my life. Personally, sorry to anyone who likes vanilla. I prefer 15 card because explicitly because seriously, this category is long enough as it is for me, and I'm way too lazy to sit and play Yu-Gi-Oh for like respectfully. If people like that, it's just I can't. I'm like way too much of a bum to sit around, you know?
You know, for sometimes the world record of vanilla speedruns have sometimes the runners holding those world records doing literally a break during the run without stopping the timer and coming back when the card shows up. So yeah, this is the type of speedruns.
Yep. So here we're just gonna go ahead and clean this up. I believe this should be
Kaminari attack. Yeah.
I just kind of want to show a different fusion. This is one of the ones we're going to be using much later on to utilize towards making a twin-headed. It's very, very good. Again, this game works based off of kind of your attack points and what you fuse into. So Kaminari attack is going to be very important later on in the game, as I try to do like 4-card twin-headeds in situations where I can't make a normal 3. However,
That's done for Maximilian Pegasus.
For
He
now.
He can drop some really interesting cards, especially lots of Dragon, Thunders, but also Dragon Treasure and the Acid Trapple, which is a trap that can be used against him once later to make more interesting drop with another notations, which will be the S8 tech, what we call an A tech, basically.
As mentioned before, I've been kind of looking for a trap this whole time. Unfortunately, I haven't found one yet. So I can't perform that as of right now.
Not for the moment.
Still no dice. Unfortunate here. We're not really getting the best luck with those drops at the moment, but it's okay. It'll shape up eventually, I'm sure. We'll go ahead and cut that out and go ahead and put you in. And where was the dragon? Baby dragon. There we go. And then am I blind? That was forest. I read mountain above it, and I was like, I swear to God, I saw a field spell. And it was mountain warrior, mountain lion.
Yeah, this is not a really good card at this moment, so that's probably fine.
Another key note about my experience with FM is I am dyslexic, and reading the card names sometimes when I am in the menu is genuinely really hard, so I have to spend a bit more time. Gonna leave Stone Ghost here in attack mode. Gonna let him attack into it, or
turtle. This is a turtle one, so. But for basically, we are again Isis, which is a really good duelist to farm for Dragons and Thunder, and also one of the best strat of the game, Wild Speedrun, which also, in my opinion, is the best card of the game.
Yeah,
it's a crazy powerful card.
Yep.
And yeah, she's lady. She have a lot of Neptune card, which is weak against Pluto. Unfortunately, Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon have Pluto, so yeah, it's basically really easy at the moment when you get the Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. She have a tiny probability to have the B-School Dragon, which is 3.2k, and you will be in trouble here if we are able to boost the Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. Here Dylan drops a lot of cards because the best ranking to have in Isis is by far BCD rank, so this is why we need to toss some cards and do some fusions.
Yep. Much like any card game, really, your cycling is like very key point. Getting as many cards in the hand as possible. Any new fresh cards, probably the most important part.
In Magic, that should be broken.
Oh, dude, it's delve 7, play 1 blue, treasure cruise, draw 3 all day long. You know, those sorts of cards, those sorts of combinations, as mentioned, are just so key in any card game, and this game is absolutely no different. It's why, like, you know, Pot agreed to reference Yu-Gi-Oh! As banned, you know?
Yeah,
you know?
There was everything's every single TCG games can be destroyed just because of the access of the resources, and because of in Yu-Gi-Oh! Specifically, there is absolutely no resources instead of the card itself. The card are the resources, but you draw the resources at the best, at the top, at the beginning of each turn, which is basically is really powerful to just cycle your hands every single turn. Yeah, just because of that. There is basically in these games, we didn't speak about that. There is absolutely no graveyard at all. There is no way to interact with the cards you drop. When there are cards that drop, they are literally destroyed in this game. We are now against the final boss of the World Tournament, the second part of Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, which is Seto Kaiba or Kaiba. And Kaiba. And as you probably know, and as you probably expect, the best card of Kaiba is the Otuhumi. That's so crazy.
Otuhumi and a bunch of dragons.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Let me tag in now. I'll do an 8 for you.
You want to tag in?
Yeah.
You want this to be your dude?
I'll do an 8.
Yeah. This is yours. Hey, so this is my friend. Brandon. He's gonna play.
We have tough on donations, at the moment when we swap between the two players. Go for it, man.
Okay. Yeah, the reason I'm doing this is because I saw that we now have...
$10. Congrats to the ESA staff for this amazing event. Also Dylan and DTN for this run. Shout out to the Brazilian Forbidden Memories community.
You see the 7 magic attack, Yeah. Basically, there is another way without any trap to do an attack and farm most of the most powerful magic cards that Dylan aiming for. Without any trap, we can still doing that by playing 7 pure magic during a duel. So you will have to still to beat Kaiba because we launched the duel, but that's probably not a problem at all as long as you get a Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon with a boost.
Yeah. I'm going to try to increase my chances here by focusing the deck on the Mystical Sand Fusion, which can get boosted by the Wasteland to get over the Blue Eyes and the Walls and Shields.
This is also not a bad field to have Wasteland, because, as you said, that boosts the sand, the Mystical Sands.
How we doing, champ?
Oh, this is basically Renomies. I don't remember your. I don't know how to spell correctly your.
R4ND0MZ on Twitch with 18 underscores.
Yeah. So, okay. And he's really well known about this speedrun right now.
Okay.
Basically, you can A-Tech Pegasus, but here A-Tech Kaiba is also really good because Kaiba has Bright Castle. He also have a really awesome magical, which is Crush card as a drop.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Now, starting with Wasteland here would be a bit tricky. It would let me hope to draw the female, fusing to the Mystical Sand to get over the 3k Kaiba could start with. But because I also have to activate the other magics, I would have to get rid of the Wasteland eventually, leaving me vulnerable, but...
What is the probability to a Blue Eyes, if I'm right? How many it is?
I think...
Because, yeah, you can...
I think I'll start with the Twin-Headed, hope he starts low, below Blue Eyes. This also gives me a higher chance of drawing the female.
Yeah, so unfortunately we cannot play around the... a shield or a 3k defense, because Blue Eyes will beat or Moon. Unfortunately, that's Blue Eyes, yeah.
Oh, and still no female. At this point, I'll go for the fake out here.
Basically, faking is making a card face down, and sometimes the AI have 50% chance to don't attack by thinking she will get destroyed because of the defense mode. Perfect!
Yep.
Really good RNG. So now we want to draw as much as we can to drop a female. The target here is to get Mystical Sun, because Mystical Sun have Mercury, Golden Star, which beats the Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is a sun. And with a boost of the Wasteland, that will be enough to destroy this almighty dragon. Perfect, you get faked. Perfect.
Okay. So now...
So if we survive this turn, which is really, that will happen, you will survive this turn. Unfortunately, that's a magic, basically. Because the AI click on the card, that will be a magic card. So that can be a really destructive spell for any top deck and over Blue Eyes, which is bad, but yeah, you have to go for it no matter what.
Yeah, it's fine for now, we have Magic Lock, but...
If I'm right, Magic Lock doesn't work with the field, or probably I'm wrong?
No, it works because of the Guardian Star.
Oh yeah, Guardian Star, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm sorry. Magic Lock means the AI thinks she has the advantage right now, but that's not the case. But because of that, because she thinks she has the advantage, she will not use any magic or any spells that can destroy our board. We call that the Magic Lock. This is why right now we let the Blue Eyes in live, which this is really important, to let think the AI, that the AI have the advantage of this in these situations. We really don't want to destroy the Blue Eyes right now. This is really important to let him live, live.
This is unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate. That's a wall. Okay. Yeah, we removed the Dark Wall, if I'm right.
Yeah.
So the way to go around. Yeah, because that one. Anyway.
Have to wait for the Beast Fangs now.
Basically, we don't want to. I'm sorry, we don't want to waste any magic card here, because to do an attack we have to activate all of the 7 magic that you put in the deck. This is why we don't toast the magic at this moment. So that will be a Nishioni here. we can use that as a defensive options, and also to increase the number of fusions. To do an attack, to do these notations, we need 15 fusions in total. To another magic, but is still Magilog, which is fine.
Not happy with these draws here.
Nothing fuse.
Don't want to throw too much because of the number of potential fusion is already fairly low due to the 7 magics.
Yeah, that's kind of hard in terms of situation for an attack.
Yeah, 7 magics is a risky strat.
Yeah,
because you fill your deck with basically 7 bricks.
Yeah, that will be it. Here, unfortunately, this dragon will not leave because of the blue eyes, but we still augment the number of fusion. We also get an effective attack here. Effective attack is when you're doing exactly this. Basically, by destroying another card in the attack in the attack mode, that make your notes, your grade, going down to S and A tech, which is the lowest rank that you can get. Another magic that we will put face down, of course. So it remains 12 cards in the deck. So yeah, we will need the equip, especially to boost the Three-Headed Thunder Dragon to beat the blue eyes. The main problem is also that the HP of the AR of the computer is kind of high. This is also really good. Now we can have we can put the Three-Headed Thunder Dragon and put the Umi activate the Umi to beat the blue eyes.
But then we lose the magic lock.
Yeah, that can be problematic. Another Umi.
I think I'll go for it now. I'll activate the Umi, get rid of the blue eyes. Good chance that I'll be able to follow up with another twin head next turn.
Because because he will use some magic. Probably Dark Spell, if I'm right, or Raigeki.
Yeah.
Fortunately, of course, the Labyrinth Wall doesn't have any attack points. Unfortunate. There we go. Magic.
Oh, from hand. Oh, that's bad.
We don't do anything here. Okay.
This is perfectly fine.
So he did it from hand. So what is the what can be those 2 magic on the board? So from now, that's been enough special attack, if I'm right. I don't. And okay, that's good. That's an answer. Magic or not?
Oh.
And okay,
that's bad.
That's kind of bad, yeah.
Now we cannot attack for 3 turns.
And Shadow Spell. You don't have any things to attack, okay. We just use the magics here. Yeah, it's only to activate the magic basically here. The main problem here is our deck. We remain only 5 cards in the deck right now, which can be problematic.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure if we can still win this. We have to get over the wall, and
yeah, that's kind of.
This is the big downside of Dark Hole. This strat. If we had started with Raigeki, we could have just activated it after the swords wears off, and yeah. Well, I'm not sure if there's a path now.
Yeah, that's
unfortunate.
That's kinda unfortunate, yeah.
But well, that's the reality of this game. It's all RNG. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't. And especially when playing on a big stage, it does not go well.
That was a strat to get some extra really good drops on Kaiba at this moment, but yeah, the problem is that we didn't get the RNG needed to pass through the very first turn of a duel is really important, in fact.
Yeah, at this point, it's not possible to win.
We just have to redo the duel. With the duel, we did a save at the beginning. We just have to redo it. So you will draw did you draw 3? If I'm right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I threw 3 cards. I have 2 cards left in the deck, so I will.
Yeah. You would deck out here.
Lose to deck out.
There we go. We just have to redo the fight. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine. Basically, the other possibility will be to still going for Pegasus in BCD rank until we get Darkhold, and and with a trap, this strategy is way easier. But it's also possible, yeah, to do attack on Kaiba during the campaign.
One strategy I like to do when I don't get a trap during the World Tournament is to simply beat Kaiba as normal, then go to the mages and beat the High Desert Mage for a potential trap.
Oh, you go for the High Desert Mage? Yeah, I go for I just loop on the Maximilian Pegasus in BCD in Orphan drop the Acid Darkhold, and at the same time have possibilities to go for Dragon Treasure. This is what is great with this game. You can have many different strategy from many different runners. For example, one of the top runners that I really know personally, Arius, is used to go for Villager 2 to farm Thunders even at the beginning of any percent run. So yeah, there is strategy for nearly everyone. Basically, many players, for example, during the old days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, was used to farm a guy that we see later. This is the Mage Soldier for Dark Energy, and later we think that's not much of a strategy. Basically, the attack strategy and optimizing this. Getting this rank, the AS Tech rank, has been more and more popular years after years, especially because of the drop of a very powerful equip, which is Megamorph. Megamorph is one of the equip that can only be dropped before the final bosses, the final 6, only on Maximilian Pegasus in attack. This is why this is the main character that we would like to have this rank. But Kaiba is probably the second best one to get the attack, with a lot of powerful magic. This is a kind of good start if we don't see the Blue Eyes White Dragon right now.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And even if we do, I just need to draw Thunder, hopefully.
Not the Sun, please. Thank you. That's a Saturn. So Saturn is really good. So now we have the possibilities to just activate magic after magic. So Saturn is probably 2k, if I'm right. Oh no, that's yeah 2k, but it's a Power Dragon in defense. So of course. So basically the top deck of the AI is not the card from the right, but the card from the left. That's kind of bizarre, yeah. We get 2 more fusions. So now our goal is just to accumulate fusion after fusions and do at the same time the 7 magics, and also to make some effective attack at the same time. We also need to lower a little bit our HP to have this rank that allows us to drop a lot of really good cards. This is a really good situation right now because you got the Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon in Moon with more than 3k.
No.
Not in Moon, I mean Pluto. No, of course.
In Moon, we will be Blue Eyes.
Yeah, that should be a problem. I'm sorry about that. Totally forgot that. Especially in Kaiba, we don't want to have it in Moon.
Yeah.
Fusion once again. So this will be a Camerary attack with a Thunder, just to make it scrapped. So why are we doing that? Especially to put a tiny minion on the line that will force the AI to see, oh, I can destroy this one, so I will attack like this. Perfect. And thanks to that, we now have a card to destroy to do an effective attack on it. And we will do that multiple times to, first of all, lower our HP. We want to have less than 7k. We want to have less than 7k at the end of this duel, and also to make an effective attack here. This is why we will mainly see runners to do a lot of fusions, making a really powerful, really strong monster, and instantly toss it after that for the tiny things, just to activate mainly effective attack when they do an attack. This is also why we don't finish the fight immediately right now, because we need that to have 3 cards or less in our deck to make this rank happening. So yeah, there is a lots of things to fix during when you're performing an attack, and basically this is where you can see the difference between the difference of speed on decision making between the top many of the top runners of these games. They are really skillful to do really fast decisions at very fast pace to make the fastest attack possible. Because we also need to another requirement to do an attack is to spend 9 turns during the fight. A good way to know in which turn we are is to watching the opponent card. Actually, Kaiba have 27 cards in this deck, which means we are at turn 9 actually right now. So we literally accomplish one of the requirements. But because we use the 7 card strategy right now, once again we'll get a Twin Legendary Gun and poof, make it dust. And thanks to that we have a tiny monster on the field which make Kaiba forced to attack. Give it to us. Give it to us. Perfect. And now we are at less than 7k HP. That's been a while, in fact. We are at less than 7k HP, which is one of the requirements. Now, the only requirement that remains is the number of fusions. We already have enough. Effective? No, it remains once, if I'm right, if I count correctly. And activate, of course, the 7 magic. And magically, we will get the almighty attack rank. So that's kind of simple at this moment. At the exact moment when round see a magic in this hand, it will put it face down. We also need at least 1 card face down, but we have way enough face down card right now. More fusions. You have to be really careful about also the number of cards to don't deck out, because we really don't want to lose this really good situation right now. Basically, because we Kaiba always have an empty field at the beginning of this turn, he's locked. He's not able to doing fusion, not able to doing magic. He will be forced to just play a monster at the beginning of this turn in only 1 card. This is why we really want. It's an absolute requirement to clear this field at the beginning of, at the end of our turn. Every single turn we have to be sure that no one is alive on the opponent field. And this music, the music again. This is the only time we hear this music against Kaiba. Is one of the best. So we can only use 2 cards at this moment. Now we have to be really careful about the end of the... We have to be really careful about the end of the... How is it going, Dylan? There are some troubles behind. So that will be the last turn. Last magic? No. Okay, so we just need to do as much fusion as we can and activate everything before finishing the duel. Normally, if all the requirement has been done correctly, that will be an attack. So it's basically all of field just here. For some reason, some of the field, for example, Yami is really fast in terms of animations, and some others have this classical animation of blinking and changing the field. But yeah, for some reason, Yami is faster. Oh yeah, you also need less than... how many already? Yeah, you need to decrease your HP more than 700. don't. Oh yeah, you missed one requirement with the HP.
I'm not sure if
You. Let's see.
I'm not sure if I counted things correctly. This might be.
Yeah, that's a B, unfortunately.
Yeah, normally you need to be below 1,000, which I tried at the end. But I also tried to balance it out by doing more face-down plays at the end with the single monsters.
Anyways.
But I forgot that I did not set all the magics at the start, which might have screwed it up. Well.
But that's fine. We can see the drop that we get on Kaiba and drop the trap card later, perhaps.
Yeah.
That was a good try for a 7 magic.
Yeah.
But 7 magic is kind of a hard trick, honestly. So.
I tried. I was not really prepared to do this. Spontaneous decision.
You could do it. I had no idea that you could do what you were trying to do. That's awesome.
Well, I'll give it back to the actual runner now.
Hey, great job. Come on, runner one.
Nice try, Ran.
Come on. That deserves a donation or something. Anyway, there's a guy behind me I'm kind of scared of. I don't know if you guys saw it. He kind of a...
Good luck, Dylan. You're doing great even if this is a worse idea than our Bellatro news lot.
Yeah!
You're the goat, brother.
It is genuinely one of my worst ideas. However, it has led to what I would say is probably the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories run I've ever done. This is the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories I've done in a marathon.
The thing is, what we showed, that's trying to go for an attack without any trap to reference. Even me that I did many try the last past years, I never tried the strategy because it's really hard and really difficult to handle everything. Because with a trap, we don't need to have all of this requirement at all. We just need, for example, only one magic, which is kind of different. So now we are back because round beats Kaiba basically.
Yes.
That's make us getting back.
I look a little different for that part of the run.
Oh yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah, now that will be really different because we are back in ancient Egypt. Yeah.
Yep.
And thanks to that, because we got all of the millennium items, we discovered that Asians literally took control of the ancient Egypt and spread all of the millennium item in many different shrines, and that began the shrine wars because we have to getting back all of the millennium item to basically save the Egypt. But before that, let's a little bit of research on. Go see what's going on this on Old Egypt, and we are facing this guy, which is the Mage Soldier. Mage Soldier. Oh, that's a good drop.
Yeah, we still got some dragons. We'll take this. This is a dub.
Some dragons. Perfect. You can add that.
Right, now I think I need to go through and I don't know what these cards do.
Yeah, just get
rid of those ones.
Yeah, remove those magic.
I chucked the dragons in for the most part.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then, do I have any other? Put like a water. I have a liquid.
Liquid water.
Liquid water. Ideally, it's liquid. If it's not, that's tough. That's tough days. So here we're gonna be picking up where we left off. So to speak, in Egypt, as well as after my afterlife. I don't know if you guys saw that, by the way. I was kind of assaulted.
Yeah, there was some things going on in the back, you know.
I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we're gonna be trying to BCD Mage Soldier here.
Oh yeah,
to acquire what is probably the second best equip we can get in Dark Energy, I would say.
The second best equip in my opinion is by Bright Castle because it works on everyone.
I forgot about Megamorph. Wasn't counting it.
Yeah, and it's probably a really good one because Dark Energy works on nearly every really good monster that we have in the end, except the best monster of the game, which is Beast called MBD, Meteor Black Dragon. But that's fine because Meteor Black Dragon is a goat by itself, so that's fine. That's fine. It doesn't work on MBD. So, once again, BCD rank is our goal here, so we need a lot of fusions, we need to use probably some magic, and last but not least, we need to have 27 cards or less at the end of the duel.
Yep. So far, I've already made enough fusions here. I'm just kind of doing a little bit of extra just so we make sure we get through this quick. Mage Soldier is not a threatening guy here really, I don't even know what his strongest card is.
Jirai Gumo.
Okay, I mean, so far I don't get over that. So if he top decks it, we're in trouble. But we should be fine. It'll buff out, as I always say. Okay.
And basically, this is kind of funny because this guy don't know how to fuse at all.
Oh, dude, awesome.
He doesn't
Me either,
know
actually.
how to fuse at all. He cannot fuse.
Yep. All right, so here we're gonna clean them up. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we get one of them. Alternatively, I actually don't know exactly what the best route from here is without a trap, because ideally I would be going to farm Pegasus here shortly.
Oh,
but
you can also go for Tinia to. You can basically go.
I didn't do that.
Yeah.
I didn't do the one dialogue path. My bad.
Yeah, but the thing is you can just take the dialogues here.
Yeah.
You have to speak to the Forbidden Memories and take the map, going back to the map after that. Yeah.
I was just mashing mindlessly.
Yeah,
in all honesty.
You have to go to the Forbidden Memories because of this dialogue now. Yeah.
Now you can go ahead and
you can leave the place and going back to the palace and get the card.
Yes. So before I was just mashing, I clicked on the other one about my parents. Apparently, we just don't care about them after that. We never think about them again. That's cool. We instead just get to kind of move on. We now get the map of the Ancient Ruins, which will map out pretty much where all of the required fights are for the remainder of the game. So we're going to go ahead and hop on back over here. And we're going to go ahead and talk to this guy, who I was going to call Shoddy, but that's not his name in this game. I forget what his name is.
I don't remember. It's not Shoddy. It's the. I don't even remember the name of this guy, honestly.
Yeah. It is what it is. So we're going to talk to him. We're going to get some information. We're going to look at the map. He's going to show us the map. It doesn't matter which dialogue option you pick, as far as I know. Seto's just going to talk to us. He's going to yap a little bit about how like his plan is really cool and how he's really cool and rich, and I don't like him. I like him, actually. I think Seto's probably the coolest character in this game.
Oh yeah.
In the anime.
No, I'm dressed. It's like I love Seto. I love Seto Kaiba. I have even the same haircut.
Kind of same, actually. Kind of same. He smells a rat. And now we just return. We don't want to mash dialogue here because otherwise we have to go through like an entire like little cutscene thing, and it's kind of boring and a little bit slow.
So
Set
here,
my head a little bit.
Yeah. So here you can basically begins to farm Maximilian Pegasus right now.
Yeah. So here I could start basically with like any of the shrines. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the old duel ground first, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the a couple of fights here that are required again for all duelists. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Jono here. He's gonna take us to this hidden underground bunker, which honestly looks way better somehow than any of the above ground stuff. Not even just after it's ruined, but I love like the aesthetic of this room. Look at how cool that is. It's like an underground beer room with like a little duel table.
Oh yeah, this is basically from the very last chapter of the main series of the anime.
Yep.
Yeah, where Yami Bakura and the Pharaoh face off for the ultimate Shadow games. Yeah.
Yep. So we got a Tripwire Beast off of that guy. So we'll go ahead and sub that in for something. I will take out a changeline for it because I can make slightly larger things than that. Everything else is pretty irrelevant. So as far as I know, Jono's best thing that he can play is a Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Yeah, he can also. Does he have a Beast School? If I remember correctly, that doesn't care because you can just go for. You can just go for Twin to THTD, and that's fine. I don't remember what is the best. No, the best card of Jono is Red Eyes.
Yep.
If I'm right.
And then here it is best to S-Tech.
Yeah, it's best to AS, by far.
Yeah, so I'm going to be trying to do that here. I'm going to go ahead and... This makes it pumpkin. It's ideal. I guess I just make one of these and hope I can two-card twin-headed next turn. I don't know if this is the best choice. I might have wanted to just play one that turn. That could be a misplay, but we'll find out. It does have a very low chances duel of dropping a MBD. Yeah. MBD, of course, again, being the best card that we can acquire.
Especially, yeah. Because this is the best dragon. You have 3.5k of 3,500.
Forgot about Flame Swordsman.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfectly fine. You have another twin-headed Thunder Dragon.
Play another one of these and go ahead and swing into the Flame Swordsman.
Yeah.
The next turn, I really think we should win here. ideally.
Yeah, definitely. And the good things is you still have 28 cards in your decks, which means you don't make the requirement to get a BCD.
Yep.
That means you will get an ANS. This is how we calculate basically an AS power by not doing the requirement of a BCD. Yeah.
Yep. Also have to make sure I play that again in face up versus face down. If I did play it face down, we actually would have lost that. You might wonder to yourself, why does that make a difference? God only knows.
It's because of how the rank of these games has been decided, and making a face down is a technical thing, so that puts you down to the technical notes. Basically. So that was a good S rank. Tinia is probably
the hardest duel in the game.
No,
really,
yeah.
I would say
she's kinda easy. Once again, we just don't want to finish this. What?
What do we get?
Nearly. There's Geltia. This is a really rare drop here, if I'm right.
Guiltia?
Yeah, Geltia. Geltia is kinda rare.
Should I throw him in?
Yeah, it's kinda rare, but you cannot. No, don't add it.
Can I like make blue eyes out of it or something?
No, you cannot.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I think the card has blue eyes.
No, but this is a really rare drop. If it's a 2 or 4, I don't remember. It's a rare one.
Well, it's rare and I got 2 of them, so surely that means when I do MBD farming potentially, I definitely get 1 of those, right? That's what that means. I think Tina is just like, it doesn't really matter, but I think you want SRA, right?
Yeah, you want to SA. You want to just optimize the fight to go as fast as possible and get some starships also. She doesn't have a lot of. She doesn't have really interesting drop, honestly. Yeah. Just do fast fusions with.
I definitely could have made a mystical sand there, but you know.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah,
I played in the exact wrong order too. I thought I was making. Immortal Thunder. I meant to play the water element into that.
That's fine. So you will get a BCD, I guess.
So I'm not gonna lie, that Spirit of the Harp's kind of strong. Like I told you, she's the hardest duel in the game. I would say. Oh, and look, she's on the. You see Doma?
Yeah.
That's a 5-star monster. It's big.
A 5?
You have to tribute for that much attack. Crazy.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, there is a tribute for that. Oh my god.
Yeah. You have to tribute in the TCG for 1,600 points. It's criminal.
Oh shit.
Lajin was put in the same exact set, and that's 1,800 for the 4-star. Yeah. No Zach.
For the people who don't have reference, the starships on the top of the card are basically how the games basically make it works in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yep.
You normally have to do a tribute to put those monsters on the field to make the what we call a summon. So summon star monster by the starships. But in this game, there is no tribute at all. If you have a card with 11 starships, you can just put it and I just play that. What you can do. This is how we play, no?
It's pretty cool. Like you don't even have to fuse for blue eyes in this game. Apparently, you just play it and then you win, and it's really cool according to to Seto Third and Nightmare. Or is it Dark Knight? No, Nightmare is the final one.
Yeah, Nightmare is the final one.
I always get confused. Like, in my head, Nightmare, like, it makes sense it's the final one, but then why does Dark Knight even exist, really?
Because Nightmare is the evolution of Dark Knight. Did you play Pokemon?
What?
Did you play Pokemon? Nightmare is the evolution of Dark Knight.
I love Pokemon. Sometimes. Alright.
And that will be a BCD with all of these fusions. A big twin-headed Thunder Dragon!
Yep. I honestly just like the sound it makes, so sometimes I just do extra fusions. Yeah, it just sounds nice. It's a good sound effect.
It's so satisfying. Yeah. The music of this game, the fuse, and also, as we said, the thing that we have a hand and try to find the most optimal way to fuse things.
Yep.
That's kind of cool. And now that we beat Tinia and Jono, we can just leave this place.
I want to talk to somebody else first.
Oh, okay.
He wants to see that I'm still alive. I just want to let him know.
Hello, Villager 1.
Yep.
How are you going today?
He's a really nice guy. He just wants to know you're okay. I respect him a lot as a person. Anyway, we don't need to play him anymore.
Come on, let's play. Oh, no. We go away.
I don't like him enough for that, though. You know what I mean? Anyway, we're going to look at hiding card shop really quick because I want to save just on the off chance I get rolled by... I'm going to probably be doing the mages in order of the water mage and then the mountain mage first and second. Just to try to secure a trap of any kind.
You can also get the trap on the... Oh yeah, you can just go for it, yeah. So there's a possibility.
Just because I need to do them anyway, and I would like to get a trap, and then after that I'll probably go farm Pegasus for a little bit to hopefully get a Megamorph and an 8-tech out of it. And if that doesn't happen, I'll be a very sad boy, and we'll probably click a couple of buttons that say I cheated, and then we're gonna go kill the final 6 and not think about it.
Oh, we don't need that. We have the entire.
Dude, these are really good drops from Tina.
No, not exactly. I mean, at the beginning of the game, that should be great.
Yeah.
But now we only need equipped thunder dragons or big dragons, basically, or anything that can boost the twin thunder dragons, or perhaps really powerful spellcaster. For example, dark magician or some stuff like this.
So drop a twin-headed on the field. So here, I think for Ocean Mage, I believe there's. I want to say that he can drop Acid Trap on S or A. Could be wrong. Feel free to correct me.
The acid trap on, I don't think so. The drop of the trap are on BCD, if I'm right. So I'm used to farm the trap on Pegasus itself, honestly. So I never use the mage. I can have the cheat sheet.
Yep.
Cheat sheets. So if I'm right, for Ocean Mage, he doesn't have. I go for Ice, and so I don't have the drop of BCD. I'm sorry. I don't have any drops. I don't have any traps on this on my drop list here. I have my own drop list, you know.
Yep, I got you. No worries. So here I'm gonna go ahead and just chuck the hand out and just go ahead and attack in. So here I'm not gonna kill because I want to BCD here. Give us a chance to add trap. Because ideally when we go into Pegasus, we are going to have one so I can go for the attack immediately. If not, I'm going to have to at least do 1 or 2 BCDs to hopefully get a widespread ruin, which it's fine. I ideally want those anyway, but you can get them from S or A attacking if I'm not mistaken as well. So might as well 2 birds, 1 stone it where and when I can. So here I'm going to go ahead and... Actually, I'm just going to play the Umi because that counts, right?
Yeah, that's count.
Yep.
That's count, basically.
That does just count.
If you're aiming for BCD, absolutely.
Yep. Which is the goal here. Well, actually, no, it wasn't. I forgot.
The goal was an AS, basically.
Yeah, my brain swapped off of it. I don't know why I did that.
That's perfectly fine.
Hopefully, we somehow get one anyway. Hopefully, I was just wrong and it was BC. Oh,
Dragon Zombie, but you already have 3.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Why can't I just put another one in?
And another one.
Another one.
Honestly, I don't even know what dropped the BCD, the mage in BCD. Basically, when I do mage, it's for thunders only. No.
Yamato?
Oh, Yamato dragons. Yamato dragons.
Take out like one of you.
Oh yeah.
Throw Yamato in.
Because spellcaster doesn't fuse with dragons.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's kind of unfortunate. But they fuse with thunder, so it's cool. And that's probably already a win. Dun, dun, dun. The music of the High Mage are such a great boss.
Yeah.
We are, I guess, Sekhmetan, the High Mage of the Oceans, and it's probably the easiest one of all of the High Mage.
Yeah, both Mountain and Ocean are fortunately really easy considering the type of deck we're running and how we're.
Mountain can be one of the hardest, in my opinion, because he have the almighty blue MBD on the mountain that can be really dangerous. Desert is really, in my opinion, really easy as the Oceans. But we have also the boost here on mountain, which is kind of convenient.
I like to say easy as a sea breeze, if you know what I'm saying. Speaking of, come to ESA. There's a lovely sea around here. I went to the beach last year, and let me tell you, it was wonderful. It was a wonderful, wonderful day. Great food also. They had like this burger place.
Oh my god, there is so many great places to hit here. With the French crew here, we are so satisfied to try every single restaurant here in Sweden. That's so great.
Yeah. No, like there's literally right outside the door here, there's a kebab place that I've been thinking about literally for 362 days until I flew in yesterday. And then as soon as I got here, it was my first stop. I didn't even drop my bags off at the hotel first.
Really?
No, I literally just walked in with my bags and all, and I just got some kebab. Wonderful day. It was a wonderful moment.
Yes.
Truly history making, if you ask me. Speaking of history making, that's another big boss down. Biggest boss, Rick Ross.
And
not really.
Boom.
Cybersaurus, nice.
I
don't know how I ape out, actually. I felt like I fused about 40 times, but okay. I guess I just can't count.
Because you have enough card, if I'm right, and only...
Oh, I was making it... You're right.
Yeah, you have 38 cards.
All right, so here I'm going to go to make a save again, because I am being obscenely safe here.
This is a wise choice, because this game can kill you nearly, even if the easiest, against the easiest opponent. You just have to draw a hand full of dragons or a hand full of thunder and can do any fusions. And sometimes your own deck will say you no. This time you will get destroyed.
Yep.
Mountain Shrine. So this guy that we will see right now, the Mountain Mage, have 2 chance on 2048 to give you the Meteor Black Dragon if you get an AS. So this is the lowest drop possible for a Meteor Black Dragon. So are you a lucky guy?
I mean, listen, I've been known to be pretty lucky.
Man, if we got this, if you are able to get an AS tech, and if you got this drop, I donate $100.
All right, cool. So it's SRA, right? You said?
Yeah, SA, and you get and you drop the Meteor Black Dragons. The Alzheimer Fountain gets my $100.
Anyone want to match that? Anyone want to match that? No, nobody wants to just donate. All right,
that would be 100. I can prepare that.
Listen.
You know? So you just have to do a just have to do a twin edit. That will be a free turn basically. That will be a free turn for sure. Just don't fuse anymore right now, and everything will be fine.
Yep. Let's go ahead and swing in here.
I mean, we are at four fuse. Yeah, four fuse.
I think I only used 2.
Yeah, but you will don't use enough card.
You're
so
right.
That's absolutely fine. So yeah, that's a win. Did you put a moon basically? Did you put a moon?
No.
So do oh shit, do it too late. So that's probably that's a wall. Oh, that's
it's fine. It buffed out. Trust the process.
And boom.
And now we win.
Yeah. So let's see. I will be ready.
Okay.
So I just.
This is a big moment. Money for charity is money earned for charity.
If there is the blue eyes, the MBD, I mean.
If I get a blue eyes, that'd be crazy.
No, you cannot get the blue eyes. So where is the donations? Donate stream 2. There we go. So we just have to check the. So MBD.
Combinary attack.
Now.
Rocky Radiance.
Anyways.
That's Mel Dragon too, actually.
Oh, Meteor Dragon is fine.
Mel Dragon surely worth throwing in, right? Over a Petiti Dragon.
Probably let all of the dragons and remove the rest. You know, the water and things, and let all of the.
I'll go back in and throw that one back in. Where's the combinary? Oh, 2 combinary attacks actually. I didn't even notice.
Wow, that was great.
That's actually quite
good. Yeah.
That's still really good drops, even though there's no MBD.
The dragon's on top. The dragon that I should throw, it is on top right now. Just here, the Petite dragon.
Very nice.
This is Atenza, the High Mage of Montaigne. This guy can be really trolly because you have 1% chance to have the MBD. To drop the MBD, to play the MBD, I mean.
I'm also actually going to toss the Umi here because I do have more on the deck and I'd rather search for a Beast Fangs potentially.
Yeah, you can also...
Beast Fangs plus that gets over MBD if I'm not mistaken.
Honestly,
does MBD get...
Oh, that's the Sun, so that's Kaiser Dragon. This is kind of rare, but...
That's fine.
If you get the THT... Yeah, there we go. And keeping Umi is really wise because by playing Umi, we will be able to decrease the damage of the dragon of the Atenza. So this is a really good choice to make the fight safe because by playing Umi right now, if it top deck Beast School Dragons, he will not able to killing us because Beast School will be at 3,700 at this moment. But now we are.
You're saying I was thinking MBD in my head.
No, you have Beast School
the entire time.
No, you have Beast School.
My bad.
Yeah, Beast School will be your Slayer here if we are staying in the mountain. So that can be problematic. But now there is no problem at all, except if it top deck the 1% chance MBD.
Yeah.
But I don't think so.
It won't happen.
That won't happen.
Nah, no shot. Surely not, right? I'm not jinxing this, that way we get a good clip out of it for the SA2 channel, right?
Basically, you see that's because you played it with this Guardian Star Sayaru will be a trade here because he got the boost recently. But fortunately, we was on Humi, so everything was fine.
Yep.
Because Sayaru wasn't under the buff of the mountain. And that's it for Atenza and the second item of the the Millennium items.
Yep.
I don't even remember what is the Millennium item.
This one I think is no, it's not the rod. It's the scale. I think.
Find
out.
I don't even.
Scale?
Yeah,
Ring.
the
In
rings.
ring.
Sometimes I don't remember the. I know that the eyes is on the worst of them. This one here, the eyes is
so
yeah.
we're gonna go into the card shop again. We're gonna make a save. I'm gonna check the deck really quick, see if we got a. I'm just going to Pegasus no matter what. I'm actually just not gonna check the deck. I'm just gonna go right to Pegasus because if we got one, great. If we didn't, NT. So we go ahead and return to title. So here we can go into free duel and then choose to duel whoever we want. We can also do our Haishin 2 after Pegasus, which feel free to remind me because there's a good chance I'll forget.
Yeah. And that will be Aishin. Yeah, and that will be Aishin 1.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, we just have to remove the rock and the remains. That's not thunders or dragons.
Yep.
Perfect.
So here we're gonna go into Pegasus. What we're gonna try to do here, as much as we can, is just get BCD
as fast as possible. Yeah.
As fast as possible. Hopefully he drops a widespread fast. If not, we might be cooked, chat, as they say. So here, I think the best thing I can do is this into this, into this, into this. And that should make me a twin-headed Thunder Dragon with 3 fusions. Yep. Very nice.
Very good.
Play him in Pluto, and then hope that they have no MBD.
Yeah, because Pegasus have a 6% chance to play MBD turn 1, and that's not an MBD.
Very nice.
That's probably Bakery Box.
And then that, and that should be all the fusions I need, and now I just have to basically beat him to death with giant dragons.
You did 2 and 3. Yeah, that was a Bakery Box. So.
Were you a fan of the Toon archetype in the games, or like in the game in general?
Oh yeah, the Toon archetypes. Yeah. I mean, that was not my favorite archetypes, but I really like the Frenchy part, you know, of Maximilian Pegasus.
Yeah. He is very flamboyant in the English dub especially.
You know that in the French version of the anime, because of the things of the 4 kids, he's not drinking wines, but juice.
Yes.
This is so crazy in France that this is a meme around. Okay, because it's just drinking juice because it's clearly a wine, you know. It's just clear some wines. Acid Tropol, please.
Or widespread. I'll take either.
It doesn't have in BCD.
Oh, I'm thinking of what's her name?
Etienne? My name?
The woman with the dragon treasures.
Oh yeah, this is Isis.
Yeah, Isis.
But Isis have a 1.86% chance to get widespread. Pegasus have a 3.13% chance to get acid tropol.
Okay.
So you have a more chance to get a trap on Pegasus than on Isis.
Gotcha.
And acid tropol can be kind of useful, especially if because in this game, as we can say, this game is about fusions, but you can also fuse traps with magics. Yeah, that happens in this game. And for example, acid tropol can be fused, for example, with dark energy to make a dark hold, which is also really useful. Bam, bam, bam. So we're still playing against Maximilian Pegasus. Pegasus can also drop some really good equips, like for example Dragon Treasure, even in BCD.
Yep, so now we just kind of gotta hope. We're at the point in the game where we are quite literally at the mercy of whatever it wants to give us. There's not really much else I can do at this point in the run. I could, of course, go fight some of the other mages, but my chance of winning without the equips with the equips I currently have, pretty low. Ideally, I think I would have to go ahead and at least get like a couple of like dragon treasures, maybe a bright castle or whatever. Ideally, though, we get a megamorph to move on with here anytime.
This is Forbidden Memories. What did you expect in the marathon?
I'm on 28 cards, so I have to wait a turn because I was not counting correctly. That's okay.
That's fine. Just wait the next turn.
Yep. Always better to wait the turn than to wait another duel. Bam, bam, bam. Unironically, this free duel music might just be the best PlayStation 1 game song ever of all time.
This is not my favorite one, but it's in fact is really. I mean, is the perfect sound for this type of duel, you know.
Yep.
Because even if you lose there is absolutely no drawback to lose, except the time, of course.
Yeah, it's just losing a bit of time, which is ideally not what we want to lose too much of, especially while we're kind of behind the 8 ball as it is with this trap.
Acid trap!
Oh, there we go. That's what we want. Okay, so now what we get to do is we get to go for Atex on
exactly.
Pegasus. So you're gonna want to count with me.
The last Umi, perfect.
The last Umi here. I don't think I put it in yet in favor of having more options in the realm of what's
I mean,
called, right?
Umi is really good in my opinion, especially for the mage war. You should.
Well, yes, but I mean, like, I'll put it in afterwards. That way
you want to put it after? That's also a possibility, yeah.
Yeah, I think it might just be a little bit better to put in after. I could be wrong. I'm not an expert. You're probably more of an expert. I should trust your opinion.
Basically, I just build my deck immediately to don't have to messing around after that. But that's fine. So, okay, so we can just play the good Ogre friends, the twin-headed Thunder Dragon, and see what everything's going on. You will definitely have enough fusion, in my opinion. We just have to cycle as much as possible and be careful about the effective attack, because to do an attack here we need 4 effective attack against the card of Kaiba. This is really good, because now you can you can basically put the magic face down at this moment.
Yeah, I think it's probably better to do that right now. So effective attacks specifically refer to, for anyone who doesn't know, basically when they have a monster in attack position, if you attack into it, that's an effective attack. In my head, I read effective attack on the guide, and I thought to myself, oh, surely that just means I hit them 4 times. I kill them with 4 attacks. And that's just not what it means, if you're wondering.
You have a full hands, actually.
Yep.
So basically by...
maybe not the most effective use of fusion here, but...
Yeah, because I should have finished with a tiny monster. Dusting this one to finish with a tiny monster to make Pegasus attack. But anyway, that's fine. You definitely have... Oh, don't... Yeah.
I'm only gonna do the one here, just to loosen them up, you know? Let them know I mean business. I know.
Yeah, normally we never do that in an attack. But anyways, that's not... Oh, that's perfect to get the trap right now. That's perfect.
Yep, so here I'm gonna go ahead and swing with the twin-headed. Hit the illusionist, faceless mage. Pass the turn.
There we go.
I'm also going to save that magic pretty much until the last moment as best I can here, because it will...
You can toss the magic right now because we already have Umi in the...
Yeah, so here I'm going to go ahead and go you into you into you.
And the last one also.
Yes, and then end on Kamen Amazaru.
Perfect.
Bam, 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 bam.
The thing is now, because we have to count not with the HP, because you land a direct attack. So we have to be careful a little bit about the HP of the computer, but everything will be fine. Boom.
So the S trap hole is going to trigger. I believe that kills anything with less than 3,000 points if they attack into it, which is pretty ideal for us. So here, I think my best thing I can do is probably this into this, and then end on Petite Dragon.
This is my play. Yeah, this is definitely my play. Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead and drop him on the field, and just go ahead and pass the turn, because we don't want to keep damaging him without it being effective attacks. We only need 4. I thought it was 5 before today. However, I was informed today that it was 4. This is my 4th run. So here, it's probably best to go ahead and go you into you.
Oh, you can fuse the spellcaster, if I'm right, with the dragons to make the black land.
Can you? So this one into... All right, I'll try it. I like learning.
Yeah,
go to that, to that.
Yeah, if I'm right, is this.
And then that into... Actually, I'll do this, and then end on One-Eyed Shield.
Oh, that doesn't work. It's my bad.
You lied to me.
Yeah, I lied.
I can't believe you lied to me.
It says. Oh no, it's not. It wasn't. You let not. That's not a dark spellcaster. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I forgot that. I was thinking that it's tricks me that you still have a spellcaster that's not a dark spellcaster at this point. Gotcha. That's fine. I messed it up. That's my bad. If you don't get the attack, that's my bad.
We're learning though, to be fair. Like, I'm actually all about it. I'm all about like learning these things. Like I've mentioned earlier in the run, this is one of my first runs of the game overall. And overall, the most important thing with really any speed game at all.
This one is the dark side. Oh, that was a water, in my opinion.
And then overall, you're just continuing to like learn as you do this game, and with as much memorization as is required. It's really just very important just to kind of keep trying things and learning things, figuring it out, and watching others. You know, I watch a good few runners play this game. One Spire runner in particular, I actually watched do his first run in a number of years. Saboom, if you guys know him.
Oh, yeah.
He actually just did an FM run the other day, and it was really interesting to watch like how the wheels turn after all the years, having not played the game as actively. to see him kind of back with it and just messing around with it. I believe I'm on 3 effective attacks so far. So
yeah, you can keep going by playing like that. No, you can another one. So yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, I think I'll just keep the baby dragon on field. Let him swing into this in case the thunder dragon's too big for
basically,
whatever.
you don't need any more 200 thunder dragon. The only thing that's gonna happen now is an MBD that's kind of rare.
Yep.
So basically, yeah, I don't think you can.
Yeah, no.
You need even to boost with the Yumi.
I also haven't had my equip yet.
Yeah, you still need equip. It didn't attack. Interesting. So we have to be careful to drop the to draw the equip before the end of the duel. So basically, we just have to keep doing.
I'm just gonna play. Yeah, I'll just do this for now. Actually, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's definitely fine.
And put 400 out because he surely will attack into the 400 at least.
You have,
ideally here, I just get to play the equip next turn. He swings in. I do the effective. I activate the Umi, and then
yeah, everything will fine. We just need the equip right now.
I should simply win from here. Ideally, in a perfect world, I just win from here.
Just hope that do not see the MBD, and everything is fine. Kaiser. So that's
rather rude of him.
Yeah, rude Kaiser. Yeah. No equip, so
That
you
is
still have
brutal.
to. You just have to play at least one card, and everything will be fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bottom of the deck. That's tough. That's actually crazy.
You can play with me right now also. That's a good idea.
Yep. Go to activate that. And then if he does play MBD, my next card's Beast Fangs. I can just attack over it with Twin-Headeds.
Absolutely.
And then we just simply get to win.
That also works on the next turn, basically.
I do like winning. It's a good feeling.
And that's Beast Fangs, which was at the very last. You can also fuse at the same time to make sure all of the fusion is good.
So here I'll do.
You can fuse with this one and this one. And there we go. And of course the Beast Fangs.
Yeah, I definitely want to play that one. I was like, I'll just leave that in the hand. No, I kind of want to do that one, I think. All right, so
that's going to be an ATX. Let's go for a triple drop Megamorph.
If that happens, somebody in this room has to stand up and do the Macarena. Surely everyone here knows the Macarena, right?
Macarena? What is it?
The Hey Nagabenya Macarena. Hey Nagadu Nagabenya Macarena. Hey Nagadu Nagabenya Macarena. Hey Macarena. ATAC.
ATAC. Woohoo! Let's go for another one.
Yeah, we're just going to duel him again regardless. If I did get 3 Megamorphs, it's great. I got one.
Let's go.
We'll take one. And I got a Goblin Fan. That's really good. That's very useful, right?
That's useless.
Oh, okay.
you get so Megamorph is basically the best equipment of the game. You can remove the
I'll probably take out like a dark.
Yeah, the plant and the rock now. It's basically
Yamatano's also there.
Yeah.
I'll take out the Morphin Jar.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I can technically make an extra fusion in theory off of that. I also could add what was that? Yamatron Ritual? What does that mean?
Yeah, Yamatron Ritual. Basically, there is a Ritual card in this game. They are the worst card possible in this entire game. Yeah.
No, you don't mean that. Come on.
Yeah, the Ritual are really, really, really bad.
All right, so here we're gonna start with a 4-card combo, 3-card fusion even. Rather 3 fusions, 4 cards. I can't do math. Math's hard.
Yeah, now that you have a lot of dragons, yeah, making fusion is really easy, and we don't even have to count the 15 fusions. Oh, that's perfect. We just have to put that face down.
Yep, chuck that guy face down for later, just in the off chance we run into an MBD situation.
This is kind of rare, but at the moment when we got the Megamorph, that should be a good idea to make a free 3,800 power points, 300 Thunder Dragons.
Yeah.
So here we can go for full fusions, finishing by a tiny ones, of course, because we want Pegasus to attack us, lowering your HP less than 7k. And also getting some effective attack, which is crazy good. This is also the reason why we did not activate Yumi right now, because that will boost the Thunder.
Yes.
And if our card is too powerful, Pegasus will not attack because it don't have enough power to beat him.
Yep, he has to feel confident. He has to want to swing into you. Also, we've already met one of our requirements. We're under 7,000 points.
Very good to get the beast.
Very good
right
start
now.
there. So we go ahead and do that to that to that, and we'll just. Honestly, I'm happy just to toss everything there, actually. I actually probably should have ended on the Lalayoon because that's a little bit weaker, but it's fine. It'll buff out. Knock off the Twin-Headed here because it just doesn't matter really here right now.
Yeah.
I have a Megamorph in the deck. I'm just going to remain confident we find it.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing that can really screw us in this position as far as that goes is if we don't either find the Megamorph or we don't find the Acid Trap Hole until the final card in our deck, in which case we actually just can't attack.
If the Acid Trap Hole is the very final card of the deck, there's a Megamorph, so...
Yep, so here I'm going to go ahead and... There's a toxic part of me that wants to just Megamorph the Petite Dragon, not gonna lie, but we're gonna go ahead and make this just for safety in case we run into
Oh yeah, you want to avoid the possibility about MBD? Yeah, that's definitely, that's absolutely a really good safe threat. Now, absolutely nothing can happen except...
I could have attacked with that one.
Yeah, because you do too much damage, but that's fine. As long as you don't do a direct attack.
We've got two already, so I'm pretty confident we're fine. And speaking of the devil, speak of the devil. Listen.
What the hell?
Listen,
you literally do the. Did you see the future, man?
I did.
What kind of?
I talked to what's her name? Shizu. Yeah, actually, that's the thing. I mean, I just kind of want to play it like normally. I want to act like, you know, I'm an average Joe. Like I said, this is my 4th run though.
That's man. That's crazy.
And we get an effective attack on MBD. That's pretty cool, right?
I should have every top runner should have getting crushed in this situation.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's kind of the benefit of being a beginner in some cases, because you're a little bit, I don't want to say too dumb, but you know, a little bit not intelligent when it comes to the game so far. So like then you play.
That was next freaking level.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So the Magic player in me always thinks, how do I secure the game? How do I lock it out? That's genuinely my logic. That is why I would rather do that in that situation in my mind.
But the good things about that's make an effective attack against an MBD. So now you only remain once. So that will be the very last one. Let's just hope we get the trap and everything will be fine.
Yep, the trap hole is the only thing that can at this point screw us if we do not draw into it. So far, it's actually kind of getting dicey. I'm getting a little scared that is going to be on the bottom of the deck.
Oh, that's fine. You can fuse the.
It actually doesn't matter. I have my effective attacks, right?
Yeah, you can basically fuse all of the. That's fine. You can also fuse all of the dragons here.
How can I fuse them all?
You can just use the.
Oh, you and you.
Yeah, exactly. And the Thunder after that.
You're right.
Yomi. This is the full hands, basically.
I always forget about Curse of Dragon.
Curse
Even though I've made it about
Dragon!
400 times this game.
The almighty Curse of Dragons of Yugi Muto.
I wish I had a Gaia. That would be fire. Play Gaia the Dragon Champion.
Oh yeah, you can fuse those two ones.
Yep.
That's really cool. Some of those iconic fusion of the very first season of the anime, where the rules are kind of messed up also. There we go.
That's what we wanted to see. So now we have to play a card that he'll attack into, more or less, and then from there we should be able to secure a W, as George would say.
You have already secured the W with your next level play. Honestly, if I was Maximilian Pikachu, I'd just, you know, give up when I saw that.
That's a scoop moment for sure. So here I'm a little, well, actually I think I end on you and then I put this defense and then he'll attack an 800 surely. Well, actually no, let me not do it that way.
You can also play it safe and just play the weakest monster possible to be at 3 and everything is fine. You can also because you will be at 3 card at the next turn, and just playing safe by just playing this one. And
oh yeah, no, you're right. You're just, yeah. I got what you're saying. I'm a little bit slow. Takes me a minute.
No, that's fine. That's.
I have to register it.
Honestly, there was multiple ways to finish this off.
Yeah.
And
a little bit more safe to do it this way. Give him an extra turn in case he doesn't attack this one.
And boom.
Boom. Acid Trap. And now I just confuse out.
And everything is fine. You just have to do as much fusion. You play the equip, you play the magic is there, you activate the trap, you do a lot of fusion, so...
And then just play that, yeah.
You just have to, don't forget to activate Umi before you finish him off, and that will be an attack.
Sweet. Unfortunately, the big twin-headed can't finish him in 1, but we're going to activate the Umi now, just because otherwise I won't think about it. Give us such a banger song.
Give us another Megamorph and some widespread, sir.
Yeah. Ideally, we need, I think, like ideally 2.
Honestly, he earned it. After we saw, he earned it.
Mouse Radiant.
Yumi.
Not seeing anything. That's actually tough.
Oh shh.
That's actually a really bad attack. I think we actually got nothing.
Let's verify. But
Fake trap.
Fake trap.
Fake trap's pretty good.
Yeah. But the rest is kind of. We have a Yamato Dragon also.
Yeah, I just didn't throw it. I didn't think I should have. All right, so we're gonna do it again. Unfortunately,
a bright castle or stuff like this.
Yeah, it's
that's good. That's kind of cool. Unfortunately, we have to. Oh, don't do that because he will RP that. I guess.
If he RP feathers dust, RP.
Bruh. that's happened. Just do a BCD and everything is fine.
We just move on. It's okay. Everyone smile and wave. Smile and wave, boys.
Yeah. Because
yep,
we don't.
see?
We don't.
It's all good. We're all good here.
We don't put the fake trap.
We get through.
We don't put the fake. No, we don't put the fake trap. So no, there is no more trap in the hole. Anyway, let's just finish.
It's fine. We're gonna get like 2 DTs off this.
Oh yeah.
It's a quick 2 DT too. Like you got to think about it like that.
DT for reference is Dragon Treasure, which is also a really good equip.
Yep.
Let's make 4 fusions. We are at 28, so we still need 1 turn after that.
I should have thrown the.
Yeah, you should have thrown a card, but anyway, we'll wait a turn.
It's all good. Like I said, it'll all be worth it when we get like 3 Dragon Treasures. Somehow we'll get like a capture jar too. I don't even know if you can drop that. I don't think you can. I think
not in BCD, unfortunately, if I'm right. Kaiba can drop it in BCD, if I'm right, but not Maximilian Pegasus. For sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
One-footed Spark Drake donated $5. People only care about my cooler older brother. No one summons me frown.
Who'd they say that about? Who'd they say that about? What was the card?
Unfortunate. But no matter what the message is, thank you a lot for the donations.
I did hear like the part of it, like where it was like only my older brother gets summoned, but I don't know what the card was that they were referencing. I'm gonna assume it was like red eyes, and like, blue eyes is way cooler or something maybe.
I don't even know, honestly. Yeah. So
okay, we're gonna beat this BCD here, finish that off. Apologies about mishearing that. So we won. We're just gonna go ahead and continue, and we're gonna have to duel again because once again I might have messed up the ace tag a little bit there, but it's okay. Don't worry about it.
That's fine.
All right. So Labyrinth, that's pretty good. A Silo Hero, that's really good. I already have 3. Anyway.
There you go for another attack. Let's go.
If I get all the pieces, I'll go for Exodia. Don't worry. Interesting opener here. I think the best thing I can do here is pitch most of this.
You beat him basically. If you don't have MBD, you beat Bickery Box with Megamorph. You just do Blackland with Megamorph. Blackland with Megamorph.
So this into this?
No. You already have Blackland. You already with these fusions. No. Yeah. Anyways, this was Blackland with Megamorph, but you put but. Anyways.
Well, it's okay. This is a really big one-eyed shield dragon. Now I put it in defense.
Yeah, everything's fine.
I'm thinking defensively, you know.
Because Blacklands with a 28, 25. That's fine. There we go. THD, the good old ones. Woohoo!
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just play a twin-headed. Just make it nice and easy. Start getting in.
Perfect. And
as
now,
far as I know, that's 3 fusions so far.
And now you can put that's big reverse. You can put the other one in attack mode. So that's make anyways, that's because we just want this guy to get attacked, but fine. Boom. And we will get a free effective attack thanks to that.
Yep, it'll buff out. So here we go ahead and I think chuck all of this and then end on a Silo Hero. I could play the Umi for now, but I think I'll just keep it in hand and just kind of get ready to like filter. I probably should have played it first actually because I want to filter.
Yeah, the good way when you want to do an attack is to put all of the magic when you got it in the face down. So you have an entire hand of monsters, and you can optimize your fusion thanks to that and drop everything with a tiny monster at the end. So this is why putting the Yumi face down is definitely also a good play here.
Yep. So here, I'm just going to play the Umi face down for now. Then just go and swing and get our second effective attack in. It's this meteor dragon, the small meteor dragon, not the intimidating one.
Yeah, and as we said, if we fuse the meteor dragon with the red eyes black dragon, we get the meteor black dragon, which is the most powerful fusion of the games.
Yep.
But unfortunately, we don't have red eyes in this deck for the moment.
Yes. It is, however, also the actual fusion materials, which is very rare for this game, I find. That those two cards are actually what makes, Meteor Black Dragon in the actual game, which is pretty cool. All right, so our life points are below 7k right now, so I'm going to switch this into defense. That way he has a slightly higher chance of attacking into it.
Basically, if we want to have the B jungle to be under attack against Pegasus, we put that in Jupiter, which is the case right now.
So here I'm going to end on this Dragon Zombie, swap to defense as 0 points. There's realistically no world where he doesn't just attack into it, but maybe that's this world. Who knows?
Yeah, and basically for some duelists, they have cards that are scripted to always be in defense mode.
Yep.
So basically the defense, what we call the some cards are prioritized in defense mode. But that's not the case for the Yamadron.
Yep, takes out the Black Dragon Jungle King.
Really good
Works
to get
out good for that. So here I'm going to go ahead, go this, end on this. We've already used a Beast Fangs, but I'm going to keep it in hand because we have an Umi. Off chance they draw MBD, I'm just going to keep it for right now. We've already technically done our equip, but I'd rather just keep it in hand, secure it, than accidentally run the risk of having to do this duel again. I mean, we're probably going to have to anyway, but I'd like to imagine a world that we don't.
I would like to say that MBD is really rare, but I will not say anything about that after the play. You're more knowledgeable than me. Of the case of MBD, you are probably way more skillful than me, so to predict what will happen. So I'm trusting you.
Right, so this is my final effective attack that I need, technically. So I'm going to go ahead and make an MBD with Beast Fangs on. I'm going to activate Umi this turn, just in case he does MBD. Just off chance. Now all I need him to do is attack into my Acid Trap hole, hopefully once I draw it. And it isn't the final card of my deck, ideally. In a perfect world.
You've already activated, if I'm right. Yeah,
Did I?
I'm wrong? Because I saw the...
These kind of have like cycled through in my head. There's a good chance you're right. Actually,
no, I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure. But
I believe you.
But I saw the trap hole in the early moments of the run. So, but I'm perhaps wrong. But
I'll get to the last card in the
to verify.
Deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in case. It can't hurt, right? So here, I've already fulfilled a majority of the requirements.
Oh yeah, that's
and all I theoretically need in my head apparently is the Acid Trap, which I might have played, and if I did, feel free to yell in the chat. That will kill. Oh no. Well, I'm gonna trust you. So I actually have no other option, I don't think there.
Unfortunately, he's dead.
Yep.
Because yeah, you learned an effective attack earlier, and Umi too may make too much, and you was at 5 cards. So this is why.
Oh no, you're right. I forgot. I thought it was 5 and under.
No, it was
at
3
6. And under.
Yeah,
it is 3 and under.
Yeah, and it remains 6 cards in your decks at this moment. We got another Acid Trap Hole to secure the future attacks.
Yeah, let me actually put that in for now. I'll actually.
Yeah,
I'll take out Morphing Jar, I guess.
Oh, there is also another Yamato Dragons, another Thunder we can add instead of the plant and the rest of the card that's not
we'll sub those in once we're done with the attack portion. I think.
Pretty good. Very good.
I think I just.
You can go for B jungle in Neptune with Megamorph. That's beat the MBD.
Cool. Go ahead and make a extra fusion out of it.
No, that's beat the MBD. Yeah, of course. In Neptune.
And pass.
So what number of equip did we have right now? I
believe we have 2.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, that's nearly. That's pretty good. A full hand by dropping the Dragon Zombie at the end. Yeah, we have Beats fans and we have Megamorphs. So we definitely need more Sir Pegasus, please.
Yep, we're 5 fusions deep right now. Of the 15 we need, a third of the way. swing into the pair dragon, go ahead and pass, put dragon zombie in defense.
What is it right now? Oh, this is patriarchal. Okay. And okay, a bunch of more fusions, I guess. More and more and more.
Gonna end on the Yamatano. And then go ahead and just keep this open for an effective attack. Let him swing into this in attack mode. That way we start getting our life points below 7k.
Exactly. So you can play. It happens. You don't have the bakery box here. Okay, Krogal.
That works.
We went to another one. So okay, we got all of the fusions at the beginning, which is really good.
And go ahead and end on One-Eyed Shield Dragon. I believe I have like slightly more dragons in the deck than Thunders right now.
Thunders. We can still add more because we still have some plant and some water that you can remove to go for more dragon and more gender.
Yep.
After that, when the gate will be full of dragon and gender, we can remove the tiny dragon for bigger dragon later in the run.
Alright, so we're under 7k. So far we've done 2 effective attacks.
Yeah. Oh, that's really good.
We are in pretty good business. So I think here I'm just going to play the Umi face down. Go ahead and pass the turn. If I pass turn, I may attack in with the Black Dragon Jungle King. Rather than the Bee Dragon Jungle King. I believe the overall name is Black Dragon Jungle King.
The Bee Dragons.
And
we got also that Bee Jungle. So we can toss the Umi. Yeah, so
here I go ahead and
we can go for THTD here.
Right. I'm trying to think if
no, not
that's
THTD.
better.
Yeah, you can go for Thunder Dragon, basically.
I can go for Thunder Dragon, or I can make a twin-headed with Beach Fangs right now. Which I think it is just better to play the Thunder Dragon, right?
Yeah, this is good to play Thunder.
Play the Thunder Dragon, play the equip fourth, and then end on the Mystic Lamp.
That will not be the Thunder Dragon here. Oh yeah, you want to finish by the Mystic Lamp? Yeah, that's also a possibility.
That way we can get our last effective in. Because right now there's nothing that
will make the Caminera attack, but that's fine too.
Oh.
Because
yeah, no, I was thinking 2100 when I was making the yeah, brain.
You remains one effective attack, but Caminera attack can be destroyed if you put that in defense mode, but you stay in attack mode, so that's fine.
It's all good. It's gonna buff out. I'll swap to defense this turn, and then hopefully.
So you can go for more and more fusions and finish by the Dragon Zombie in defense mode also. It's a possibility.
True. I'll do the Kaminari. I'll do the Lalayan attack though.
This is also everything. Honestly, there was a lot of things that works in this situation.
Yeah.
So remains the equip is already gone. The magic is gone. So we just need to draw one of your 2 acid trappers. You put the second one, I guess. Yeah. So now we're. Hello, you.
I drew one at least.
That's perfect. So now we just have to wait that he attack. But unfortunately, he's down to 2 Navigator.
Yep. I believe we still also need 1 more effective attack, and then of course to be under the card limit that we need.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. So we just have to eat up that bakery box. So we just have to just throw the last definitely.
Oh, I did it in the opposite. I meant to do Dragon Zombie into that.
That's fine because you already have done more than enough fusions, so just have to wait. Here you can chip it because if somehow you need to go for some extra damage, that's a good idea to low him down before the last turn. Yep. And yeah, he activate the trap. You have an effective attack, so everything is fine. This is an attack.
I'll just play this for now, I guess, and then just win.
Exactly. Don't forget the Umi also. Yeah.
Yep.
This happens so much time when you do an attack and you forgot to activate the card, or perhaps the only magic card that you need to validate it, and you say, okay, attack, let's go mega off. Boom, a big B. Say, shit, I forgot to activate my equip. I forgot to activate my magic. You know.
Yeah. Doing this honestly, like without like a checklist in front of me, like I had in my chat whenever I would do runs of this, which mind you, again, this is my 4th run. Every single time I would have a command, Dragon Treasure, good, something, and something. We're not really getting the best luck here. This is a little bit brutal, if I do say so myself.
You want me to switch the RNG by me doing one attack?
I think that would be really nice. Hey, you want to take over? You can
I can try. I can try one if you want. So it's been a while because I'm used to play in the controller. So I can go for free. Let's go in for the commentator. Hey, Murtag.
Yo.
We are getting.
It's time. Let's go.
This is the duo is been up once again.
Indeed.
So let's go for out of this mystic lamp, and I see. Oh, everything is fine. So we are at 20. Okay, so perfect. So yeah. Oh yeah, this is business buttons. Yeah, there we go. So what is the start button already? Oh,
Is it on the right there? That one?
no, it's not the start button.
What?
I don't even know where you put the start buttons. Hey, Dylan, where is the start button in your controller?
That one.
Really?
Yeah.
This is not the start button.
What do you mean? What do you need to do?
No. Oh no, I'm sorry. You know that.
No, you're good. You're good.
Man, I'm so used to play these things with a keyboard, and all of my fingers are linked on the fingers. So. Oh my god! Oh, crazy!
Nice.
And then.
This game is sick, by the way.
Oh yeah, this music also.
I played through the game casually about a year ago to relive my childhood and actually beat the game, and it was so much fun.
The thing is, in vanilla, you can. For example, I have Dog Station on my phone, and I just have my own card, that I farms on vanilla after. This is MBD. What the hell? What the? You play MBD turn 1, and I have look at I have that in turn 1.
Oh my god, dude, that's insane.
Yeah, that's kind of insane because that will make an effective attack. Come there, dear. I got a 4,300 attack points, and he dropped an MBD turn.
Wow, that's like a weird thing the AI does. If they draw an incredibly good card, but it doesn't beat your card, they still leave it in attack position. And for me, it's almost like they're salty about the fact that they can't defeat your card. It's like, I'm still leaving it in attack because it's a good card, but it can't win, so they just leave it in attack face down. It's really weird.
Yeah, basically the AI is programmed if the AI have a free K attack minions and put it in attack, it will let a card in attack mode face down at least 3K of an attack.
Right,
this is how it's programmed. So let's go for free the dang because I do not need a lot of fusion because I do an alternative strat here we call the free traps because I have free acid trap also.
Yeah.
Everything will be fine. I would just chunk that to take some damage and boom.
Yeah, so when the point system for the tech and stuff, traps give you so many points towards tech that the more traps you have, the less requirements you need to do, so you can do this faster and faster and faster. You kind of snowball in traps is what my experience was casually. It's really annoying when you have one trap, but once you have 5 traps that I was doing it with, you can get the Atex really quick.
I will do for that, yeah. That's better. I just need to activate all of the trap now. Ding, ding, ding. Man, that feels so well to play with a controller. I forgot about that, but I'm too used, to because I've been used to be a keyboard player even in Pokemon, so
it's fair.
And this and this, this and this and this, and that should be fine. I should have dropped most, but let's force to be an Atex here. This is a new me, right? Yeah. I just speaking and I don't remember a lot. Now we just have to toss because we are turn 7 and we need to spend 9 turns. But the good things about the free trap strategy is you also get a lot of. I already have a new me, thank you.
So do we need to go below 7,000 or are we good because of the 3 trap?
That will be fine. We will go under 7,000. At the moment we will you will attack this card. So up and boom. I will do a lot of damage here, but that's not a problem because I only need 1 effective or 2 effective attack with this with this strategy. Oh, he doesn't attack. Interesting. I would just do a normal THTD to lower my attack damage on this on Pegasus. Can you attack, please? Yeah, this is to Navigator, of course. There is some, even if he has some really weak monsters right now, this is top deck right now, so he probably top deck a pretty good monsters. There we go. This is Patriarchal or Chogex, perhaps. Nice. That's also a possibility. And I just have to go for this and this and no. Sorry. This, that's Curse of Dragons into Thunder Dragons.
Okay. Yeah, that should put us at 3, so then we're pretty much good.
Yeah, I used the equips, everything is fine. Thunder Dragons will be
just
normally
activate
enough.
the spell. Yeah.
I just have to be careful to be sure that he really hits me for more than 100 life points here, but that should be definitely fine.
Oh,
really? Really, bro? Anyways, yeah. I will just activate the last trap that will make this things really safe. I probably doesn't need the HP anymore with 3 traps. At least I can attack with one of my tiny minions to lower my HP.
There we go.
I will just waste a turn once again.
We still need the effective attack, even though the trap went off.
Yeah. I just need 1 effective attack. No, not 1 effective attack, but just now that the trap is going off, I just need to lower my HP just to.
Oh yeah, it's the HP that we're missing.
And boom. Does
it need to be less than 7,000?
Yeah, exactly. Less.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine, man. I can do that. Look at that.
Yeah, luckily we have 1 more turn. Oh yeah, you can just do it yourself. Yeah, no problem.
There we go. Look at that. Let's go for a big damage, you know. I will go a big punch.
It's really satisfying to be like, I don't know, 5,000 damage.
And
5,000. Nice.
This is how we get a Mega Morph, you know, by
exactly.
slap. Look
like
at that.
all the casual players know, you know, if you overkill them, that's how you get them more.
Look at that.
Higher drop rates.
Double. I know that we don't need anymore because that would be a double one. Shit.
No,
what the?
Rituals, let's go.
Okay. That was. That was my attack. That doesn't work.
Okay.
Go for no.
I don't know. I can try. Okay. God, I played this game like a year ago casually.
It's as you like.
Okay. We're gonna. No.
Oh, you want to? Hey, no, yeah, Tiger, go for it.
Yeah, you go.
By the way, did you fight Haitian? No, we have to fight Asian too. Hey, Tiger, how's it going?
Thank you. I'm doing well.
The controller is not really the same, so you have free triples, all of us have equipped. So I know for a runner like you, that would be easy to attack that.
I will hope.
So Tiger is used to do a lot of race, as Dylan say. There is a really active community in Forbidden Memories, especially for the 15 cards, to doing race on racetime.com, which is a great website to do race speedrunning. But also there is another website with a lot of more experience, or history, which is Speedrun's Lives, where lots of Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories racers doing a lot of runs, and especially Saboom literally start this entire story that has been told by one of the YouTubers that is here in this convention, Zarixer, which made a great video, honestly a really awesome video about the history of the Forbidden Memories and the ultimate roulette of speedrunning. If you like these games, if you are some people who like the nostalgia around this game, you definitely should check the video of Zarixer, the ultimate roulette of speedrunning, which is a great video to speak about the history of Saboom and how he started the racing this run, and how insanely difficult this game is in terms of optimization because of the RNG. For context, on a tool-assisted speedrun, which is a speedrun basically done by a computer or a really optimized way to manipulate the RNG, this run is in vanilla mode, when you drop one card after another, is only 40 minutes long. But for humans, the actual world record is 2 hours and 45. Which is, yeah, a big difference because we will never ever being able to optimize this run enough to get the perfect run because of the RNG. Which means this is we have an infinite times here to spend just to try to get the best run possible. So. Yeah. The one that we say that Darixa did a lot of video about PlayStation speedruns, about Jak and Daxter, about other stuff, and especially the PlayStation Nation that is here, and also. But the video about Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Wizard is really crazy good, yeah. Most of the fusion.
I'm gonna be honest, I was just checked out, just focusing on 8.
Yeah, that's definitely fine. So who will get the second Megamorph? Bing, bam, bing.
Well, I would hope it will be this one, because this is a lot. 8 X for not much so far. It's
yeah.
Like 1D2, no DCJs, no widespread.
That's fine. Let's make a longer run. We have more fun here with doing stuff.
It's gonna go through everyone eventually.
I mean, Kaiba has been done, so I have to remove that, I guess. So the other drops that Pegasus can have is another really good equip, which is Bright Castle. Bright Castle is an equip that works on every single monster and boosts you to 500. And as we said, Megamorph is the best equip of the game because it's the same thing. It works on everyone, but for a boost of 1,000 attack and defense points, which is crazy awesome, especially in the late game. Another thing is, equip is really good for another reason, because in terms of tempo, as we probably already guess, we can play only one card in one emplacement per turn. If we play a magic card, we cannot play a monster. But with equip, we can somehow play a monster with an equip at the same time, which in terms of tempo is really good. And more than that, the AI cannot see the equip in terms of aggro, which means sometimes the AI will think she has the advantage because she doesn't see the AI don't see or equip, so it will not the AI will not use any magics, even if we even she cannot pass us in terms of damage. Oh, Megamorph! That's what we call the Magilock, and equip is really awesome to doing that.
I did wait one turn there just to be sure I got enough fusions, because I was a little bit worried with the turn I had Umi and DT and Astra pull that I wasn't gonna get enough. But this should be probably fine.
You have way more than 15 fusion in my opinion, of what I see during my speech.
I'm just really bad at counting. I just don't count.
Everyone. That's way enough. 17 and... we got absolutely nothing. But the redemption! Time for the redemption! Let's go down. Yeah, we got some donations. Yeah, go for it.
Lionheart Dagger donated $50. DylanJayFox me goat. Also sup ETN my other goat.
Thank you for the donation,
Eflin
Lionheart.
donated $6.50. ETN sacrifices Dylan to special summon a new runner in attack mode. He returns Dylan to the graveyard. He sets one runner face down and ends his turn.
Don't play an MBD, please. Thank you. This is Bakery Box right now. Oh, that's a full end, a THTD finish by a tiny monster, just to force Maximilian Pegasus to attack, and making some effective attack. So who will get the jackpot of the Megamorph? There is also things like this, you know. On the early days of Forbidden Memories, there was no 15 cards modes basically. Most of the players only race and play vanilla, which means we drop cards one by another. And that was such a thing to chilling in front of a stream of a runner who's going for some Forbidden Memories and waiting for the mighty drops, you know, waiting for the Megamorph, waiting for the MBD or just an awesome drop to begin a run or to continue runs. Ding, ding. Illusionist, Faceless Mage. So basically by, this is another things that we didn't speak, but by watching the Guardian Star on the bottom right of when, for example, here I put a card here, we can see the Guardian Stars. Here we go, Saturn. So Saturn for Maximilian Pegasus, the most common drops for him is Parrot Dragon, if I'm right. It is Parrot Dragon? Did I remember correctly? No, it's Crow Goblin, my bad. Parrot Dragon is other things. I was so sure of me. Yeah, no, Parrot Dragon is me, my bad. This is basically what we can remember of Maximilian Pegasus is Illusionist, Faceless Mage, Victory Box, of course. The Mars is the worst because that's MBD. The equip. We are turn. Oh, we are early in terms of turn because yeah, this is turn 5. No, that's turn 6. Yeah. I was going into stream 1. How your ranks going?
Hey, Greg, what are you doing?
He's chilling, man. We're chilling, man.
I'm so proud of you. I know you worked really hard on
this. We have some visit from the previous runner of the stream 1. So we already activated traps. So if you try to use a trap at the same time on the monster, most of the time that will remain as just yeah, a throw. But sometimes you can fuse monster with traps or monster with magics. That's happened sometimes. But that's really specifics.
Yes, the most common example for the monster with trap fusion is Widespread Rune and Zone Eater, the small 250 attack water monster you might have seen at the start of the run. That fuses into Darkfire Dragon. Very niche, but it can save runs sometimes.
That can be useful, yeah. One of the most useful combo with weird... One of the most useful weird combo is what we call the Death combo. With the Dark Energy with Acid Trapple, because Dark Energy is DE and Acid Trapple is ATH, so this is what we call Death, the Death combo. There's some kind of things like this in the Forbidden community. We all use, for example, in the French community to speaking about fusion like ting ting, because that's being ting ting when you do some fusions. They're just stuff like this as happens. Last turn. For the final blow against Maximilian Pegasus, so what will we get? Let's hope we get another Megamorph, because we got the Megamorph on the very first attack, honestly, and after that, yeah, that was literally nothings, or close to nothings. So let's hope for a Bright Castle, I hope. Bright Castle, Widespread! Widespread should be a great card. Widespread Urine.
It's gonna be a Crush card.
Oh, Crush card is really rare. It's 2. It's a 2 if
yes,
from that. Oh my god. 2. When you're a runner.
Megamorph!
Oh, Megamorph!
Redemption!
Redemption! Really good! That's great! So, how many equipped do...
Good job.
GG!
Alright, so my run's going really well.
Yeah!
I'm really glad I have a bunch of FM runners at my disposal just to sub in and ideally win the game. I need to do Haishin 2. I'm going to do that. I don't know why I clicked out of Free Duel first, though, because I can just go into the build deck menu here, which I definitely knew was here before. I promise I didn't just learn that during this run. So we're going to go ahead and add in that Megamorph. We did get DT as well. It's actually really good. Okay. So here I take out some cards, probably these Acid Trapples for now. Put these in, and our deck is DCJ is also here. That's actually quite good.
Yumi, so you can drop it. You can get
Yes.
the lads, and you have the DCJ for later. That's
I will
good.
take out the acid trap hole and put the Umi in and put the DCJs in during the Seto duels. So now, I'm going to go ahead and duel Haishin, make sure we fulfill this requirement for all duelists.
Sure.
Thank you so much for getting me 2 things. I was sitting back here and I'm like, oh my god. It's been, how many ATEX was that really? Was that like, is that 6 in total?
Probably 6 because we messed up some ATEX against Maximilian Pega.
I did mess up a few. All right, so here I just kill Haishin 1. No matter what he does, I win from here.
Yeah, you can try also to get an AS PO because that will make a possibility to drop MBD, the Meteor Black Dragon, and Meteor Black Dragon with Megamorph literally finish the game. So that's basically the 2 best card of the game.
Yes.
That's.
So
I didn't see the Guardian Star. What is it?
I think Sun.
Sun. So it's this is probably Bisco. Yeah.
Either way, it dies. That's all that matters to me.
The best card of Aishin is actually an MBD. It doesn't have the almighty Great Guardian at this moment, which will be your main opponents for the future duel.
Yes.
And over Bisco.
That's fine. So from here, I'm just going to be playing like little guys just to keep attacking on in. Keep my card count above the number above 28 rather, and then secure an S or an A here. And fingers crossed, let's just pray to God if there is one. Give me an MBD, that'd be pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
It's been pretty bad so far, but you know, an MBD might pull us back a little bit, at least for the final 6. Give me a little bit of confidence going into that. From here, yeah, I think that. I guess I don't play anything really, do I? Or do I just play it? I've done 1, 2.
For here, you basically have you have lethal with THCD.
So I do this then. Yeah. Okay. I was trying to do the math in my head as to how many I had made. I'm also going to attack in with the big one first, just in case somehow this is larger. I don't think it's even. Oh no, it was. Okay, good. That was actually.
Yeah, World Shadow.
I was like, well, I was trying to think of the name of the card, and I was thinking Shadow Ghoul, but I think that's the pre-evolved form.
Yeah, the pre-evolved form.
Boom, go back.
Basically, if you fuse Shadow Ghoul with Labyrinth Roll, that makes World Shadow. If you use those two ones, so that's done for Aishin.
I'm gonna look into build deck really quick because I'm just very curious as to what we got. Punish the Eagle, Dragon Zombie, that's crazy.
Yeah, too many Dragon Zombie.
And nothing. Okay.
Nothings.
So from here, I'm going to go ahead and go to the save button, hit the save button as hard as I possibly can, because if we lose this deck at this point...
Yeah, if you press B here, you lose everything. Because that doesn't save your progressions.
Okay, and now we get to progress. It's only been... How long was I in free duel?
We have time. We have time.
Yep.
Definitely we have time.
So we're going to leave shop. And we still have 3 mages to go through and beat.
Yeah, and to do all duelists, we also have to beat Labyrinth Transition Setter 2 before we beat all of the remaining ones.
So I'm going to start off with Meadow Mage here to hopefully, ideally, get an MBD. This is another one of the characters I can drop it. It is the best possible drop rate for it, as far as I know. If we can S or A power it, we will have a reasonable shot at getting one of those. Not the most fiery start for that, unfortunately, but this can work still. I will need a little bit of luck on my side.
And there is no good choice there in terms of Golden Star, because one of them is destroyed by by Judgment, and the other one by Empress Judge.
Yep.
So let's hope he don't have the good one. He have the good ones. Unfortunately, this is Judgment. So you have to play in the other with the other Guardian Star.
Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and just activate the Umi here. Just rip this now. I'm just kind of accepting the BCD here. I don't even want a chance losing the duel here.
That's problematic because he will go for Sogen, yeah.
So he can Sogen these nuts. That's unfortunate for me. Yeah. So he's going to get the Judge Man in for some big damage. That's actually really bad. All right, so we're just going to make a quick THCD attack through the Judge Man, this time on Pluto, because he does not have type advantage like in Pokemon. He's a fire type. I was a grass type. Now I'm a water. Well, I'm a neutral type. I'm a ground type. No, wait, that doesn't work.
The good play.
That's Pokemon typing.
Yeah. The good play before that, if you would like to go for the stove of play, is to play Umi face down.
Yeah,
because you
that
play
was probably the right
Umi face down, and after that you play the THTD and you activate Umi.
Right.
But now we have the two type of THTD, so we are kind of safe until he get the infamous Millennium Shield. Because this guy have the Millennium Shield buff by Sogen, which mean 3.5k. So that's
hard to get over.
problematic sometimes.
Well, that shouldn't be one of them. So I'm gonna go ahead.
No, you just have 2 Umi and that's it.
Do I just have to Umi?
Yeah, because he will lose. It's a 1k difference.
But
because that boosts your dragons.
Jupiter's not Millennium Shield, is it?
That wasn't a Millennium Shield. But
I was thinking lethal in my brain.
Oh, you are thinking about lethal? Oh yeah, I was thinking that you've saw the Millennium Shield.
Yeah.
My bad. So my
No,
bad.
you're good.
My bad.
It's all good. Listen.
I didn't saw the guidance honestly. So.
Yep. No worries. Listen, we still get to keep cruising through. We'll beat Meadow Mage here, and then we'll get to do Great Meadow Mage, who of all the mages, probably the hardest, I would say, but also has some of the funniest AI. Like I had no idea. I was in a call with you mentioned before for the speedrunning roulette video, Ricky. Him and he was kind of like showing me things about the game, and I was doing like kind of it was like my first run of the game, more or less. And he was like, yeah, just play cards in defense against Big Mage. You just won't attack him. So I was just putting things face down, and I couldn't find anything every time, and I just got through him. You know, it buffed out. This guy has some weird janky AI. Unfortunately, we get to utilize that in speedrun to our advantage sometimes. I probably don't need to add any more of those, right?
Big dragons, yeah. Yeah, that's.
I think we're fine. I don't even think we need to add, right?
Is that big dragons? I didn't see that.
No, just Kamari and Blackland.
No, that's fine. So you don't need that. I should have add a trap also here because A-Tech, this guy is really good. He have a huge chance to drop Bright Castle, but if you don't want to A-Tech. Oh, that's kind of interesting. The thing is, the iMage cannot use a field on turn 1, but you don't have any equip, so yeah. Basically, because you have 2 Megamorph in the deck, Cycling is definitely a great play. Yeah. And you also have 3 Umi, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, so
I'm pretty confident we'll be able to find something at the worst.
Yeah, here our HP is really valuable. This is why playing in defense is really a play, but we can also play in attack if somehow we don't have the Great Guardians.
I thought I pressed this,
that was a good play. He don't have the Great Guardians. Perfect.
Worked out.
So now we can just Umi and hope that everything's going well. We're still not safe against the Great Guardian, which is have 750 attack points. I'm sorry for my English because I'm not used to use a number in English. So we just have to cycle as fast as we can to find an equip, and that will be probably a kill.
Just gonna play it like this. Keep the Dragon Zombie in hand for a 1-card twin-headed, or 2-card twin-headed with hopefully a Megamorph, or a DT, or a Beast Fangs that we have in the deck.
Yeah. So basically we now we have a really high chance to win this because even if he dropped the Gate Guardian, he would only. Oh, that's a top deck. Let's see. That's a B-School. Okay, but you're basically win. So.
Yep.
Oh, B-School Dragon top deck, but so this is why you stay in attack mode.
Yep.
You have more than 3k. Hello.
Down with the B-Skull and 2 more twin-headeds, and then we're done with another mage. So I did
basically this is deathless for the moment.
Yeah, I know. It's going okay so far.
Yeah.
Like overall, I think a lot of this run so far for me, at least, aside from questionable execution, some things for sure. I feel like a lot of the RNG has been the big problem, which is kind of like the key inhibitor with parts of where like the pace is gone. So as some of you guys watching are noticing, we may or may not be a little overestimate, and we may end a lot overestimate. That comes down to kind of literally the hand you're dealt. Actually, that's a very appropriate term to use in this scenario.
But basically, there is no run after that. We are on the stream 2 at the ESA.
Yep.
So we just have the many times to finish this run. The estimate is not that's important. To activate the final 6, you need to go
down to the thing.
Yeah, the things here.
Yep, I forgot that I have to go down there. I know I go to the temple afterwards. So.
Yeah, we didn't speak about that. There is 2 different ways to the end of these games. There is what we call the final 6 and the final 7, which is basically the name of the 7 or 6 final fights that we have to do to complete these games. So final 6 is kinda easier because you have to face the Labyrinth Mage and Seto 2 in the Labyrinth right now. But in all Duelists, because you have to face all of the Duelists, this is mandatory to do the final 6, the easier versions, because you have to fight Seto 2 where the final 7 add Labyrinth Mage into the final gauntlet, but skip Seto 2. But we don't want to skip Seto 2 because we want to fight every single Duelist in this category.
Yep.
So I think All Duelist is a little bit beginner friendly than any percent, even if it's a little bit longer. But honestly, that's kinda the same durations for all level of a runner because that's force you to farm a little bit more.
Yeah. And it like overall, I think what attracted me to All Duel specifically over any percent personally is just it literally forces you to play the entire game more or less. Like,
and G1 is so cool.
Yeah, it's genuinely pretty fun. Just like click through and kind of like have like an easy beginner game, build out like an okay deck that can take you through the World Tournament, and then ideally continue on. Is that a widespread ruin?
No, you don't.
I was gonna say
you don't have that.
I could have sworn like only is it Seto and then
the only duelists that have a widespread is Seto third, Dark Knights, and Aishin. If I'm right, Tiger. No, there is a mage. There is a high mage who also have a widespread. Only Aishin, Dark Knight, Seto. So this is what I said. So yeah, this is the only 3 that I have widespread.
Gotcha. Is it
this one? Have absolutely no magic. You have nothing than this monster. You have no equip, no magic, not at all. The best things he can do is Great Guardian.
Yep.
But basically, when you put also when you have a 3.3k twin edits against this guy, don't forget to put it in the moon because he have the wall. Yeah, the wall. The Labyrinth Wall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's fine because you already have. I mean, you already have
3,800 points on the other one.
This is already a big win.
Yep. Buffs out, nice and easy.
If we get that will be you have 28. That will be an ANS. You can get a vanilla THTD on this guy, which is great.
It would be pretty cool if I did.
Give it to us. Perhaps too many.
Ooh, 13th grade.
Yeah,
pretty good.
No, that's a zombie. Yeah, that's a zombie. That's a zombie. Yeah.
Dang.
So, do you know the labyrinth?
Where do I go?
Okay.
Is it right? I think it's right.
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 So
I think we go right.
Right
again.
or left? Left.
Right. 7.
I think I'm being lied to.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. Next door. Right or left?
I'm sorry. Now I don't.
So basically, if you get wrong here, you face another labyrinth mage until you get the good straight one. And there it is. So basically, Aishin and Seto just kidnapped Tinia, and we have to save her.
It's kind of messed up. Like she's just a woman.
Yeah.
She had nothing to do with any of this. Why'd they kidnap her?
Yeah. So to free her, we have to deal with Seto once again. Seto have a bunch of really powerful cards, which the best of them is...
Yeah,
Whoa!
boy, that's pretty cool.
Let's go!
I'll take it.
You got the twin-headed vanilla.
I guess I just take literally anything.
Yeah, just a tiny dragon.
Yeah, that works.
Oh, that's so good. We got the big boy. So the best card that Seto 2 has is the Great Guardian. So basically, we need 2 equips or 1 Megamorph to beat Seto 2. So the best way just to drop as much as we can and search for the Megamorphs. Yep. So we just value all HP by putting that in defense. Yep. Just in case you have lots of things, we want to value our HP here. This is Blue Eyes. Really good. Really good. We only need 1 equip. 1 equip, please. Perfect. That's absolutely the absolute
it's also
perfect
the ideal one to get.
Yeah, really ideal.
I should toss the Yumi there too, but it's fine. Not big deal.
Yeah, you don't have any traps. No, you don't have any trap because attack this guy is also really good.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's don't do that.
No world where we're gonna do that this run. At least this run through of him. Yeah, I was talking a little bit about vanilla earlier and how like long that category is comparatively, at least.
Oh yeah.
In terms of like what is realistic for a human to do. I've like seen people just like streaming like 100% of this game, aka getting I think is it 3 copies of every card?
No, you just need to get 689 card of the entire library because the rest is only you can only get the rest with the pocket station in the Japanese Japanese version of the game. The rest of cards, you need to complete the library with that. This is many different hours because you need to farm cards that has 2 chance to 2004. That has more than a chance to the thousands to drop. So less than a chance to the thousands to drop. So yeah, it's kind of meme runs, you know, a big marathon run for multiple days. So
that should just be streamed too next year for the entire week. That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, that's
just one person comes here and just has a absolutely they just play FM the entire time, or maybe you get multiple people to join in.
Just making a vanilla in a marathon, I guess, has never been done in a marathon at all.
That'd be pretty cool if you get 10-15 runners just to cycle throughout the week to do it.
Just to do one vanilla, yeah. But the problem is sometimes you can spend 25 hours even for a very top runner, and just don't get it because this is about RNG, especially for the final gauntlet.
Yeah.
Basically, as we said, the world record now there is a less than 10 people at least in the world that get a sub 3 in this game.
Yeah.
But we need a crazy RNG to going through, especially to the final gauntlet. So, this shrine is kind of dangerous at some point, so yeah, we didn't get anything. If we don't get an AS or PO or Tech against Seto, he doesn't have a lot of interesting things.
I wasn't sure if maybe he had a little something to add, potentially.
So this is already a wins, yeah. Perfect.
Yep, so this, and I think I played in Moon, right?
Yeah, this is preferable, yeah.
In case he drops one of them on us.
It doesn't have. You have mainly Jupiter here, so that doesn't have. Yeah, Jupiter. Okay. So that doesn't have many implications. And honestly, Forest Mage is not a big deal. Basically, Anubisius, the High Mage of Forest, can be such a brutal fight because you have the Pugum. Pugum is perfectly ultimate Great Morph, which on this fields has 4K. So which it's crazy powerful.
He also has regular Great Moth, which is still 31, and that can still be problematic if you have Twin-Headed without any equips, obviously.
This is this is lethal. This is free turn. That was fast, really fast.
Nice. After what we've gone through to get a couple good cards in our deck, I'm glad we're having some easy runs on these mages so far. Very thankful about that.
As we said, for the moment, deathless. You do many safe, but for the moment that was not useful.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'd rather be safe than sorry in this sort of set.
Be sure we'll save before the final 6 because we did Seto too. I was thinking about it because we have to be really careful about that. But anyway, he remains the desert, one of the easiest after that. Desert will be really easy if we beat this guy after.
Yes.
So let's just hope we don't have this. This type of hands we will definitely need to cycle as fast as possible because we definitely want to see our Megamorph because even the Megamorph will be not enough. Another great card against this mage is Umi to destroy this the field. Don't. That's such a great... What the...
That's pretty good. I probably shouldn't have killed the first Twin Head. I was just fully assuming he was going to pug him the first turn. Alright, well, decision making aside.
Sometimes the AI does this. This is what we call an easy mode. Easy mode is basically when the AI doesn't have on this hand the best card that may have at these positions. And also, we didn't speak about that earlier, but the AI literally cheats because the AI doesn't have only 5 cards in the hand, but way more than you expect. And especially in the final gauntlet, most of the final bosses have the half of the deck in their hand. They have 20 cards in their hand, which is
cool. I'm kind of a fan of that.
That's make these games literally really hard to beat when we are kids. Does anyone give it your opinion in the chat? But does anyone beat this game when we was child? That's impossible. That's not only impossible. I didn't even pass the mage.
I'm pretty sure as a kid I got to Meadow Mage, like High Meadow Mage, and I never got past him. Like, not even once, because it's a 48250 Gate Guardian.
If you don't know anything about Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, about a classical strat, about how building a deck, and this is impossible. This game is too hard.
Yeah.
Look at the sometimes the DI just drop a 4K monster, and the best card you can get is around 3K, and that's and no more. So.
Yep.
But here we are going through, and Ubisius is gone and give us the Millennium Key. Yeah, this is a key, as we can see at the bottom. So we just do a tiny save, and remains a Desert Mage. Desert Mage can be the Desert Shrine, I mean, and the next opponent, the next Duelist, Desert Mage, have a Labyrinth Wall on the Wastelands, which is 3.5k in defense.
Yes.
That can be a little bit trolly to pass, but if we have the almighty Umi, this is a free duel. You just have to draw the water. Stay dreaded, guys. Stay dreaded.
We can do that, or we can just draw like 2 Megamorphs. That's fine. I think,
also.
Maybe.
So if you draw true Megamorph, we have to... Oh, at least only 1 Megamorph is fine, as long as you put in the moon. So yeah, we just need to cycle.
And I'm going to put this in moon in case we draw that Umi and they have a lab wall.
Definitely. Basically, because... as we say, it's like Pokemon and type. Uranus is basically ground types, and ground types beats electrics, which is Pluto, so we never want to put in Pluto. There we go.
See?
Beam.
If you just draw the cards when you need them, it works really nice, I find. Like, that's probably like the main strat that I try to employ in this game, is just drawing the right cards. It doesn't work all the time, but sometimes it does.
You've trained a lot of your LNG, basically.
Yeah, it's one of those things, you know, you got to put the time in. I think more runners should put the time in just drawing the right cards.
Basically, it's literally that. Yep. The runners that have the best time or the best PB are the ones who have the most of the run in this game. This is literally the law of large number, the LLNs, on this pure activity in these games. Most of the top players of Forbidden Memories are the runner who have the most of the attempts. This is how probability works.
Yeah.
And you also have to play correctly, especially in the final gauntlets, to optimize your drop and some stuff. But this is a thing that comes naturally if you keep playing the game, enjoying the game, and especially communicate with other runners from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, or participate with race. Basically, we speak about earlier about race in the Forbidden Memories community, but during those races, everyone is on Discord and literally ask questions to each other to help. They literally help each other at every single race they have.
So you're saying I should have done my 4th run there, probably? All right.
Yeah.
Dude, a Scylla hero. That's pretty good.
Anyway. Nice. Well, anyway, and yeah, it's a race, but every racer help each other to progress. So.
Which is nice. I like one of the things about speedrunning for me, and this is one of my most key and important things when it comes to trying to engage in a speed game, even if it's like as light as again I have with FM so far. The community is what matters. If people are inviting, that indicates to me that that's somewhere I want to be. If people are dismissive, probably don't want to be there. If people aren't like interacting with messages or whatever, it's one of the wonderful things about FM that I've noticed. There's just people always willing to help out. Like really quick, just to shout them out. Actually, I should definitely play this Umi.
Yeah,
I don't know why I was thinking. I was just autopiloting. But just to shout him out, Matt13, phenomenal runner of this game. I love watching him play all the time. Overall, has done nothing but try to help me with this game and like give me like loads of tips and advice. He has like a literal like a Bible of information that he's written to me about this game, which is really I'm thankful that he did that, because it has helped me like figure out a couple of things that I otherwise wouldn't have. Now, mind you, there's still an infinite amount of things I still need to know. However, it's still very nice that there are runners again like Matt, like you're saying here, ATN. Like there's tons more out there that would definitely have been willing to help me if I sought out the help.
I would help you with that.
Yeah.
Sorry, because
no, you're good. I have to keep adjusting this.
I would like to see you.
Yep.
This is not only the same thing in every speedrunning community, but it's particularly interesting in Forbidden Memories because between each turn you have the time, to have informations and literally analyze your play, because there is no execution. Literally, absolutely anyone, even if you're consider yourself are not that skillful, for example, is very execution heavy stuff like Dark Souls or stuff like this. This is just reading and making good answer about the question your hands ask to you.
Yes.
In those situations, which is, as we said, kind of addicting at some points.
Yeah, it's fun.
Especially in Metro in Paris, because I'm used to play that, as I say, on my phone.
So as you can see, there's nobody at this shrine. We are done with all of the mages. We now have to save and then hop into our final 6, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Feel free to finish your point while I'm saving.
Oh yeah, I was finishing my points. You going with this deck, so you want to go for some MBD farming or stuff farming?
I'm just gonna send it. I think I'm just gonna send it with what we have. This deck technically can win. I would say we have a very high percentage, but I'm gonna send it for now. I'm gonna give this probably 2 runs at the final 6. See how far we get with it, and then I do have a backup save. With a pretty optimal deck, not a super optimal deck technically, but a pretty optimal deck that I can sub in, and we will run through the final 6 with that way you guys can see what the end game looks like on the off chance that this, well, the likely chance that this does not beat the final 6.
There is an advice that I would like to use.
Egyptian furries.
Egyptian fairies,
that's what that's what they're doing. They're cosplaying animals. Right.
Yeah, we still need to place the Dark Hold on the deck.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's true. I will throw that in. Fortunately, we don't really need it for these first 2 duels of the final 6.
Normally, if you have an equip, that should be fine. So we just have to cycle as long and find an equip. So the very first opponent of this final gauntlet is Sebek.
Yep.
Sebek has a lot of wall, basically. So we always, as you did, put it in the moon. And also this best card is Metal Zoa. Metal Zoa.
There it is.
And you have 20 cards in his hand. So most of the time.
Best card technically Zoa.
Yeah, this is best. Best card is technically Zoa on the Yami field. Yeah.
Yep.
But he's not boost right now. So this is why. But in terms of attack, this is Metal Zoa, but if you have Vanilla Zoa on Yami field, this Zoa Vanilla will have 3,100. Do we have the post? No, that will not be an A rank, because if we got to A, we can drop Zoa, and Zoa is an awesome card for the final 7 because he's Mercury. You have the Mercury, Garden Star, which is great against the worst opponent possible later during this final gauntlet, which is the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which is bird. We call that bird in French.
It is a card that I knew I put that in there. I thought I did
you forgot anyways.
Did I put that one there? I didn't put that one the right one.
No, this is Moon. Yeah, you have
it's okay.
Anyways,
let's go buff out. We're gonna draw a Megamorph here in a second. I'll just see. Oh, I lied to you.
Unfortunately.
So now this is not necessarily dire straits, but you know, maybe not the best situation.
Yeah, we just have to drop and find a Humi or so. That would be fun.
Yeah. Just keep passing the turn.
The problem is you have some traps here. Most of the here we go. You can play the 2 of them also because he don't have any spells.
Oh, true.
He don't have Sebek don't have absolutely any single field thingies, so we will have to wait. Because
another trap back there?
No, it's a Pluto. Yeah. Anyways, okay. We just wait.
No, I didn't know if that was a trap in the back. If he taps, it's a trap, right?
Yeah. If he tap, it's a magic. If he don't tap, this is a trap.
Oh.
So now we don't have enough power, but that's fine. We have the. Oh.
Now we just do that. Now we win, I think.
We still don't have enough damage, but
no, we don't.
That should be fine. Because of the Shadow Spell. Shadow Spell release 100k of damage of every single monster. So what is this trap? This is probably...
It's Goblin Fan.
Yeah, but Invisible Wire, perhaps? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. Because that cannot be Acid Trap or... That cannot be Fake Trap, I don't even know.
Alright, so go ahead and swing the Launcher Spider.
Anyways.
Finish that off and then win the duel. That's the first of the final 6 done. Now we're on the final 5.
Really good.
And I have to add Dark Hole to the deck before I forget to.
It's time for Neku.
Ooh, Bolt Escargot. Pretty cool.
We have enough Thunder, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. I'm just messing. Alright. On to the next.
Neku. So Neku is way more aggressive. Oh, you're going for the trap hole, of course.
I'm gonna add the dark hole into the deck really
dark
quick.
hole, trap hole, dark hole. I mean,
Same difference, really. Quib, where? Oh, magic.
Yeah. This is a pure magic, basically.
Cool. Dark hole. Add that in over.
A tiny dragon, perhaps. Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Petite dragon. Swap that in. And then DCG I'll keep out for now.
You're totally right, because Neku doesn't have the worst card of the most dangerous card of Neku is not a dragon. This is School Knight, and as I said, there is a huge probability that you go for School Knight. But we got the perfect hand. No, you win. You basically win. This is perfect.
Sweet. They teach TD. Nothing big, nothing crazy. Add DT to it. And I think from here, like you said, I don't think there's a way we lose.
This is win, because he has nothing that can beat your THTD right now. So we just put. Oh, that's Wall Shadow. Oh no, perhaps Moon on Neku. I don't remember if you have Wall Shadow. Basically, this guy have School Knight. You have Dark Magicians. That's a Zoa. Yeah, it's a Zoa. I forgot about Zoa. Oh yeah, because Zoa have Moon and Mercury, but Moon is the first one. Yeah. It's been a while. I didn't deep dive into a triad of your Forbidden Memories. I was back in Pokemon speedrunning for a long time. Just play one card. You will. No, you will don't. You will get. No. You play an. You play an equip, so that's not it. Anyways, because having an S tech on this guys can give you Zoa, and that's crazy great because Zoa can finish the games thanks to the Mercury Golden Star.
Yeah.
And here he comes, Aishin 2.
Yes.
So Aishin 2 is something. Basically, most of the times, more than 85% of the times, he will play Gate Guardian turn 1.
Yes.
Which is crazy dangerous because after that, Aishin has a lot of magic and very dangerous trap like Widespread Ruin, which is the best route of the game that will destroy any card that's attacked at the turn when the trap is spelled. So the best way to deal with Aishin is just to have Megamorph and THD on the starting hand or 2 equips.
Yes.
Or that will be a mess. That's perhaps what? No, just play one. Just play one. Just play the Megamorph. Yeah, keep the rest. That's you don't need more. That was great.
See, it just pops out.
Yeah, perfect.
If you just simply believe it's gonna work, it'll work. You know.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at right now.
This is B school basically. You are in a situation yet that you can. I would like to do a less card as possible because you can have an S rank on the. No, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah,
that's fun.
Because you can have an S rank on Aishin right now, and S rank Aishin can give you crazy drops. Oh, please, S rank Aishin in a marathon should be great. This is lethal next turn. If we have what can he have? Yeah, Yarn on B school, so no, that's fine. This is an easy mode. You just have to play something like this.
That. And then just swing over. And then from here we are 3 of 6 down.
This is an easy mode Aishin, crazy, nice.
Hopefully we get an easy mode for the next 3 duels as well. That'd be a deal, I think.
No, I mean, we beat the final boss, yeah!
Yeah, I mean,
run is done, let's go! Woo! That's a win, because we beat Aishin S rank, oh my god.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, we'd say that's a win because the next fight is stupid. But when I say stupid, for the most, probably it's the hardest fight of the entire game.
Yeah.
Seto third has 56.8% chance to play Ultimate Blue Eyes White Dragon, Ultimate Blue Eyes Dragon at turn 1. The Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, I mean, at turn 1, which has 4.5k attack, which basically you can do nothing against that, except if you have a removal immediately in turn 1.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we don't have a Widespread Ruin, but you have a DCJ, the Dragon Capture Jar, that we have to add. That will be Jungle Kill. You have a B jungle. You can remove tiny BB dragons.
Yep, check one out of those and then just get back in.
Oh no, you forgot the DCJ. Anyways, ow. That's fine.
I was thinking about it right before that, and then yeah, that's really tough.
Oh!
It's fine. It's going to buff out. So here, what I'm going to do is I don't trust the Megamorph off rip. I'm going to go ahead and just pitch everything except for the Megamorph. Hope that we draw a twin-headed into another twin-headed and then another Megamorph. And then if he plays Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, we can beat it. And if we don't do those things, or if he doesn't play Blue Eyes Ultimate
No
Dragon,
sun,
great.
no sun. Don't do sun, don't do sun, don't do sun. Oh shit. Bruh. So Dark Hole, please. Dark. Oh, okay. If we draw another equip or the other Megamorph, but they probably is that good? No, I think you also have the other.
Is it better just to play this with the Dragon Treasure and then hope? I think it's better to play with the Dragon Treasure here.
I'm also agree because you have a Vanilla Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, another Megamorph, and probably Dark Hole. So you just have to draw as much as you can, and next hope for a draw for a back throw. A back row on Kaiba. Just have to put in defense. You will take too many damage in attack. Oh, back row. Perfect.
I was thinking attack specifically that way. If he plays like a smaller, he doesn't get over it. But maybe that's just dumb.
Oh, that's...
He plays another back row. We're just going to believe. Trust. Right? Because I can't do anything else.
You believe?
Yeah, I'm just believing. I have nothing else I can do, I think, right?
Okay, so... He can also go for wall I don't think he ever wall another back row? Oh my god, you're a genius, man.
Okay. Okay. That's the first time I've heard that today. I need that, actually. The ego needs that.
Yeah, you only have... Yeah, No, you... Oh yeah, you go for. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. You're absolutely right.
And keep the little one in hand.
You have a right spray on the board. You cannot attack.
Yes, I'm going to just sit here and stare lovingly at this Blue Eyes Ultimate.
Basically, now the Blue Eyes Ultimate is Magilog because he thinks he have the advantage.
Yes.
But the problem is you have a magic on the field, so that's kind of bad. You have two magic on the field. That's really bad. You can attack with a tiny one because that will activate the... you basically...
Yeah, so I swing in with the small one, I just make this and then just swing. And then it...
the problem is that will release the Magilog, so... I don't know... You keep the ultimate alive, yeah. Don't kill the ultimate. Don't kill the ultimate. Keep the Magilog because... Yeah... You want to kill the tiny ones and leave the ultimate alive, and being under attack as many much as you can. Yeah, buff the big ones. No, but yeah, buff the big here, down, and just buff your main dragon. Buff it because he's Magilog now. Buff it. Yeah, perfect. And attack. Leave the ultimate Blue Eyes alive.
Yes.
And we will kill him through the other ones. There we go. Perfect. Oh,
kill him through the other ultimate.
And now the things that we will do because of the Magilog, we will just play a tiny ones each turns. Perfect. So now just play a tiny ones in defense mode, of course, or opens, and waste a turn. You will play a tiny ones, and you will go.
You chip away.
Yeah, chip away. We just have to wait. That's.
He played a lot of cards there. There's a couple back there. I don't know.
But basically, it's all magics, but because of all of your magics, he thinks he has the advantage. This is why he doesn't use any magic at this moment. So we just have to wait. This is slow, but this is safe.
It's
honestly.
slow, but we win.
It's slow, but it's really safe.
And that's what matters, is winning.
Perfect, absolutely perfect. We keep doing that. So the zombie dragons in defense mode. Perfect. Pum.
25.
Remains free. If you do a tiny, can you do a tiny one? A really tiny one? Another one. This guy, you see how many big boys this guy have? That's crazy. Oh, perfect. Another tiny one.
He's just brutal. He like, as mentioned, Seto Third is probably the hardest boss in this game. Unlike the final boss that we encounter, he does have access to magic cards, which Nightmare does not. He is all monster cards.
For example, there is probably some Raigeki, some stuff that's literally crush Earth's Oh, perfect, another one. But you probably win at this. Yeah, you win there. That's so great. You saved that, man, with your play.
I didn't
with the play of that. You save it. You save it with the Umi. Yeah.
They said words that made sense, and then you communicate those words. We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
Remains two. Let's go.
Okay, so not like this. To come this close and blah 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 words. Something. Hold it right there. Haishin's like, dude, I have a knife. I'm like, why? Why are you doing that to him, man? And he starts like stabbing it. I don't know why he started stabbing him. What are we in Britain? Bradley, no, if we're in Britain. He has a knife. Why does he have a knife? All right. Anyway, that's BBL gaming in the back.
It's like the beauty on the beginning of the anime, likes the sort of Beyblade or some stuff like this. It's that you can I'm the better at this. You cannot do anything against me. Just show up a knife.
I kind of respect it. He just doesn't accept an L.
This is Dark Knight.
Yeah. He has a really pointy beard.
This sharp, yeah.
That actually probably works better than the knife.
So this guy is really a nightmare in terms of magics, but this best monster is the MBD, 3.5k.
Yep.
So basically, if we get a Megamorph, normally at the very first turn, normally it's fine. But at the very moment he begins to pull off a lot of magic and some stuff, this is begin to be a nightmare.
Yes, I mean literally.
Literally, yeah.
All right, so here we skip through all the dialogue.
Let's see.
See what we got.
Put the perfect B-Jungle and don't forget the Dragon Capture Jar, of course.
Yes, we also are going to throw in the Jungle King. Nothing else. Down here, I don't know. I take out when I field
a tiny dragon, I guess.
Probably.
And you can go for the
magic.
Dragon Capture Jar. DCJ Dragon Capture Jar destroy all of the dragon on the opposite side, which is really convenient. This is a pure magic. Is on the top. Yeah. There we go.
There it is.
DCJ. So. Give us Megamorph. Megamorph on the...
Yeah, just Megamorph and twin-headed, please. That's all I want. I don't want that.
You can go for Vanilla twin-headed in Moon to beat Cosmo Queen.
Just regular in Moon, yeah.
Yeah, just regular in Moon to beat Cosmo Queen. That's a possibility. And you could remove... you can... Yeah, we want to cycle as much as we can.
I was trying to think of what I was doing with it.
So in Moon and in attack mode, that beat Cosmo Queen. So let's hope of that. Please don't be MBD. That's Cosmo Queen. Good. Let's go. Perfect.
That's good. And I'm going to play that for security.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm going to have an answer, and I'm going to win, and I'm going to win, and they're going to die, and I'm going to...
Hello, Cosmo Queen. The reason why she put that in defense, even if she has 2009, is because we had the advantage of the Guardian Star in Moon. Oh, that's a win. Perfect. That's perfect. We are in the final boss.
Yes. First try Final 6 would be pretty cool after the RNG we've had, especially considering I don't really feel like this deck should win. Maybe. I mean, that's 2 Megamorphs. That's pretty good. But the over-under of it, in my opinion, is this deck doesn't seem very... it seems good enough.
Yeah, it's kind of good. Most of the time, the top runners who goes for the world record literally go through this final boss with the minimum amount of card that's possible. So
here I DCJ, kill my field, and throw the run.
DCJ cannot kill your field, by the way.
Wait, they don't kill twin-headeds?
No. They don't only kill the dragon in front of you.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And more than that,
they don't work like they do in the actual game. Okay, I don't know how this game works.
And then. More than that, twin-headed thunder dragon is not a dragon. Even if there is a twin-headed thunder dragon in front, it's not getting killed by DCJ. I'm sorry.
Interesting. Interesting. So, learn new things every day. You know?
Yeah, there is many weird things in this game. Final boss. This is Nightmare. So Nightmare only have monster. It doesn't have any magic at all. So Curse of Dragon, really good. You can remove tiny dragons. Do we have another things?
Nope.
No. So
all right, final
let's
duel.
Just hope, because he also have Bud. He also have the ultimate, the 4.5k.
He's just not going to though.
Oh, that's.
I think I just pitch, right? Pitch, play this as is, then hope to God. Pray that there's one above.
I
don't think you might be 100% right. That was the wrong play, but it's a play I made.
Okay, I mean, you did so many good play at this that I would not even think about that. I'm agree about.
He went third deep. This is gonna be a Gate Guardian. Don't worry.
That's a B score. That's a Gate Guardian again. Okay, give it to us. Give it the THCD. That's very bad. You have to toss up everything except the Megamorph, but probably I think that's. I think that's it. Yeah. Everything except the Megamorph. Yeah. You have to put that in defense because he will play monster every turn. So let's hope. And okay, MBD. So this is the last turn. This is last turn to draw a THTD. So let's see.
It comes off the top. Don't worry.
This is perfect. So we have to draw as much as we can, I guess.
Right. And then we just.
Do you want to just do that?
I want to get rid of the Kami Kaminazari, right? And I do that, and I toss the dragon as well.
Yeah. This is definitely it because you don't have to play magic anymore right now. And now we need to deal with. He don't have any magic, so there is no Magilock, no nothings here. We just have to deal with and hope he doesn't draw
Blue Eyes Ultimate.
Blue Eyes Ultimate.
If he draws Ultimate, it's his game.
He doesn't draw it.
That's fine.
Let's go.
That is a-okay by me.
I
should have played both.
Yeah, you should play both. Right, anyways, if you draw another equip, you wins basically. Destroy the other one. Yeah, we want to see what it is. So it's Pugum. Please don't draw it. No, that's the top deck, not discard. Please, not the sun. Thank you.
It's fine. We move.
Perfect. This is you finish the game.
We win no matter what. We win no matter what.
Let's fucking go.
We win no matter what. It just goes to show you can be as bad as a game as you want to be. You can play your 4th run at ESA and you still win without losing a single duel.
This is a freaking deathless, man. This is a first try of Final 6 without any widespread.
I'm not gonna lie, I might be the best FM runner ever to do it.
Man,
like, it's crazy. I don't know how you guys don't just do this regularly. Like, people say this is a marathon. Come on. I'm only 45 minutes over estimate. It's fine.
Man, this game is a freaking clip generator, you know.
For context,
there's so many moments that I have to see after in the VOD of this game, especially the moment where the MBD got in Maximilian Pegasus and the moment when you play Yumi against Seto Third.
Yep.
I was get killed 100% of the time in this situation because I was never got the balls to play Yumi like that in front of the ultimate with an empty board, man. That was crazy.
We actually get to win. I can't believe I actually did this. That's crazy.
Man, you didn't play the Dark Hole or Raigeki a single time in this run.
I did. I did. I was too scared to. I was scared I was going to kill the wrong thing. I'm not gonna lie. Genuinely didn't expect to not die during this. Anyway. Right?
That was a great
time, by the way.
Yeah, time.
Sorry, I forgot I had to call that part. I don't know how that happened.
No, that's again.
Yeah, he's really upset. He's gonna piss a little bit. He's so upset. It's our only voice acting in the entire game. Honestly, better than Shep Official's entire catalog. Sorry, I love you. I love you. Oh, guys, NG Plus run back? NG Plus, guys?
Yeah, there is also an NG Plus category, which is not that interesting because we already have a so powerful deck to go through the entire games.
Yep. Seto left. He dipped. He was like, "Oh, dude, I'm so sad. My guy died." And now Egypt was unified under the rule of ESA. Protect mankind, he ordered. The Forbidden Ruins to be buried. ESA became the greatest of pharaohs, bringing prosperity to all he ruled. The vile mages were no more. This was the tale of ESA, he whom we call
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm DylanJayFox. This was ATN. Honestly, this was your run more than it was my run. I was just here to fuck around and find out, and fortunately, we found out. You guys showed up with some awesome donation messages. Sorry, I am deaf and I cannot hear them at times. Thank you, everyone who filled in from Stream 1, those smelly runners who were running Uncharted. I don't like them, especially the one that's waving. There's like 4 people. There's 5. I guess I don't like anybody. All right. But seriously, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I apologize for all the misplays that I'm sure the people behind me witnessed and were slightly upset at. I saw a lot of head shit. I'm not judging it, by the way. You're right. You are in the correct. But yeah, absolutely. It was a ton of fun. Thank you for joining me. I genuinely think this would have gone about 100, maybe 200 times worse if you weren't here. So thank God. You walked up to me yesterday like, hey, I heard you're on FM. Dude, yes, let's get you in. Come on. And thank you everyone who also joined in, tagged in for the ATEX for the commentary as well. And yeah, I've been DylanJayFox. Please check out Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, and also check out my next run, which will be happening on Tuesday. Tuesday on Stream 1, I'll be doing Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon. If you like other PlayStation 1 games, we're now going to save the game, solidify the deck.
Now the game is valid because we have to save to see the screens. And
yes, the secret number.
There we go.
Boom. And that's it. That's been Stream 2 for ESA. Day 1 of Stream 2. And we'll see you tomorrow with some more stuff. Yeah. Bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah.